Welcome in, everybody, to AEL University Elite Series with Rocket League. It's Metsy and two formal turn. No, kidding. It's a formal coming at you.
I'm rebranding. This is part of the rebranding. I'm now two-tap Tony. The monkey suit should probably come into like game 2, game 3. Dang it. I wanted to be a successful caster for once. Oh, well, that's okay.
Save that for next year. Oh, you love it, Max, and it's always a good time with two-tap formal on the screen right now, everybody. Oh, that's good. That's real good. But you know what else is good? Our sponsors. So, without further ado, coming from me, coming to you, it's going to be AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide a best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Power up your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. When you need speed, control, and zero distractions, Officeworks has got the tech. Discover gaming gear made to handle serious play.
Here you go, Max.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. And big shout out to Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. Big shout out to
wait, Matt.
every single one of our sponsors.
Oh,
yeah, what's up, homie?
I was gonna say, can you pass the box again?
Oh, of course. Let me just get that for you.
Cheers. I need that.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I see it.
Yeah. Go, get it, Max.
Yeah.
Oh,
look at that.
That's magic. That's magic. Goes to show how magical our products are from HyperX and Officeworks, you know? We go through the boundaries right there. Love it. Absolutely love it. Just like our games, my man. Fantastic work coming in, and you can see the leaderboards right now.
Yeah, this is Group A, of course, and it's the same three familiar faces we expect to see at the top so far, UON and QUT. We expect them to be kind of vying for that third, fourth position overall in the entire league. But the big one is the New South Wales Roar, defending champs, still undefeated, tied for first, right up there at top of the ladder.
Yeah, looking good on top of the ladder there. And now we should have even more to follow in Group B, as it is going to be Latrobe on top, UTS following suit there, only down by one. Adelaide a third place there. Pretty close by is Macquarie Onyx, UONB. Going to be following suit there, tied up with Monash Ballers. And it's going to be a double sevens down the bottom there for UNS, WHAL, and UQ.
Yeah, a little bit surprising to see UQ down at the bottom, as well as UTS. 2-0. I think that's a pleasant surprise for UTS so far. Granted, both of their games had to go to Game 5, so they have been just squeaking by, but Latrobe atop the ladder, not the biggest surprise in the world.
Yeah, not the biggest surprise in the world there, and maybe we'll have more surprises on our way later today, Max, but for now, I think the most pleasant, happy surprise is that I'm casting with you again today. It's always a nice surprise. Oh, you know, I tend to forget everything, and then I remember, oh, wait, we got a cast on today.
Yeah, I mean,
so to me, it's
that
a nice
doesn't
surprise.
fill me with confidence, I'm not going to lie. But fortunately, 2-Tap Formal is prepared. Maybe the only one for the games today, as we're going to open up with what should be a good one. Macquarie Scarlet taking on Swinburne, by the looks of things, to be our first matchup. And yeah, this should be a fun game.
Should be pretty good. Here's our rosters, folks. It's going to be Macquarie Scarlet coming at you with Austin, Zemi, Sliffy, and for Swinburne is Jonk, Moldy Shoe, and Ibby.
I mean, this Swinburne team, look, I have high expectations for them. I don't know if they've lived up to my own expectations for it. I'm hoping it's going to come together in the series today. If there should be a good series that will show us what type of team Swinburne is, this is kind of a litmus test. They should beat Macquarie Scarlet in theory. In practice, who knows? Macquarie Scarlet, they're a bit of an unknown still in my eyes. I mean, we've only seen them play once. Other than that, this is kind of a whole new lineup. So I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, me too, Max. I'm excited to see what they can cook up out of this one. You know, I think that they got a bit of power behind them, a bit of confidence, and the confidence goes a long way. That's why you're so good at what you do, Max. Full confidence every single time. And keen to see that from our players here today as well, as they are looking to prime themselves up for action very, very soon.
That is, I'm keen to start this one off, and as soon as everybody raises up, I think we'll be heading down to the pitch for this opening series. So again, a bit of a known quality that hasn't lived up to their own ceiling just yet, versus a bit more of that unknown with the Macquarie Scarlet side. And maybe I'm a little bit of a hater when it comes to unknown teams. I never really have a lot of faith in them, but you know, just as I was saying how it's a benchmark perhaps for the Swinburne side, the same thing can be said for Macquarie. Like, if they want to be a proper contender, this is a series they should win. And I think before we get into it, Matsy, I know we've already passed the graphic, but how crazy close are all of those games on Group B compared to Group A?
It's a pretty tight margin, isn't it? You know, they've had a lot of competitive bouts, eh? And it goes to show that they're no strangers to going the distance.
That shows us that it should be an interesting one. A lot of Game 5s happened. I think every series, if I remember correctly, was a Game 5 in Group B last week. But we were in Group A, where every series was a sweep. So we've gone back to the BO5 group, Group B, and that's going to be a lot of fun. As soon as the players show up on the pitch, we will be getting into this. So I'm very, very excited to see how it plays out.
Oh, likewise. I think it's going to be a great time ahead, my man. And super duper keen and excited to get down to action here. Once we will be prepared for battle. And speaking of prepared for battle, you know, I think the MVP on the pitch, Max, would have to be you.
No, I'm not touching this one. Yeah, this is all you. No. We'll be getting started. There was just a little technical hiccup, but we will be getting started shortly. I think I also want to take this time right now. Everybody, thank you for joining us. This is going to be our first stream in the post-Bacchus mod world.
Yeah,
that's crazy. It's I know it's a spooky time for all, and I know you know, everyone's gonna have to relearn new training modules and try and figure out how to get their practice and reps in new ways. I actually am going to be kind of curious to see what players and teams come up with in that regards.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? You know, how having to adapt around new iterations of the game and kind of the changes that brings. And yeah, it's going to be, I guess, fascinating to find out exactly what creative ways players might be able to match their previous training routines there or otherwise upgrade them into new ones. So we will be finding new levels of preparation into that one.
Yeah, it will be a different approach entirely, but that's something that I think will become more relevant in the future weeks. For right now, we've got games about to begin. 5 minutes on the clock. We are underway. Game 1 in this best of 3. Macquarie Scarlet. Apparently Scarlet is more of a blue color. I didn't know that, but they'll be on the blue side for this one with Swinburne in orange.
Yeah, I guess it depends how you look at it there, Max, you know, but this time going to be blue. Going to have a breakthrough into this one. Good pressure up front. Zemi will be able to clean it out. Multi-shoe keeping it on deck though. Austin forces back. Ibby, good pass to Jonk there. Tries to go for the shot. Will be pushed offside though. So slow and steady, but I like the frontal pressure coming out.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, I don't like that. And I don't like multi-shoe pre-jumping. How does that work? Hold on. What? Okay, we have a silly game. This is already a silly game. A couple whiffs, a couple pre-jumps that had no reason to work, and then a shot that gets past 2 defenders. 1-0 lead for Macquarie Scarlet.
Yeah, good start coming at you there, my man. And very keen to see more where that came from already. Almost down 50 seconds, 49 to be exact. And we're looking to keep things intact as there's a big hit offside there. Young trying their best to bonk it away. Austin not going to be able to keep it in play. Will be forced down. Zemi at least does push it forward to the bar there. And they're now looking to follow that one up. Not getting the hit though, so can't pass it off.
This is a very odd game 1. We've had a lot of whiffs, although that one was more multi-shoe causing the mistake right there, but still. Yeah, a very nervy game 1 for this first minute and 15 seconds. That was a great setup from Jonk. Terrible own goal from the blue side.
Oh my days. That's just unlucky there, Max.
Nervy game, all right? Did I not call this one 13 seconds in that this is going to be a weird one?
Be careful what you wish for. That's all I can say, man.
I mean, look, that's only one.
There
the
could
high
be
score
more.
is still 3 in one game. All right, so we haven't gotten to the high score. We're only a minute and a half into game 1, Matt. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh, no.
This is gonna be the best. I love it. If the night's gonna get a bit crazy like this, Max, we could have the famous, the most wanted 20-minute OT.
I mean, it could be this first game with what I'm seeing right now as Ibby backflips and lets the ball sail overhead. We'll ignore the defender in the goal that the ball bounced off of. I'm not counting that as a known goal, but I am counting this as a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, counting it up there, and we'll be looking to stroll ahead to another portion now. Kickoff is on deck. Forced offside there. Zemi no boost. It will be Moldy's shoe. Point on that one, but Zemi picks it back up. Will be contested at least. I like how they're trying to slow it here so they don't get it into proper position. But the pushback's a little bit strenuous, so it does allow Swinburne to just storm past them.
Yeah, and almost a goal right there off the double commit. Moldy Shoe, who has been trying to do a lot admittedly, just couldn't quite finish that play. Jonk now looking to throw it over, up into Ibby. Shoe is there. This should be a shot on target, but it goes wide. Second touch goes high. And Ibby was too afraid to go for the third touch, so instead we'll fall back to the midfield. Light lob towards the net. Moldy hoping for a misplay, not going to find it. Instead it will come through the corner. Again, Ibby just locking down the middle of the field. That's kind of what their role has been right now. Just get the ball in play for Jonk and Shu to score, but Zemi instead will find the clear to the other side.
Ooh, big shot over the top. Macquarie Scarlet will be able to take it away for 3. Nicely done, well played. 2 minutes 5 left on the board here. Looking to dive in for more, my man, as we prime up to the next kickoff. Away we go. Enjoy the show.
What's heartbreaking about that goal as well was I feel like for the past minute, Swinburne was trying to do that exact same pass play and just, okay, chaos in front of the net, and it just not working. And then the first attempt for Macquarie on the other side, it results in a goal. That's just unfortunate, man. And those are the kind of plays that I think can get into a team's head. So I'm really hoping in this final 100 seconds we will see Swinburne get another point across for their own sake. Otherwise, this series, it might start to be a bit more one-sided than the first 2 minutes initially showed us.
Yeah, they could keep themselves in podium position here. You know, definitely can continue to play aggressively and more one-sided, as you said, but now it's going to be even further one-sided. So there you go, Max. They lock it down. Good pass the parcel. We'll be able to play off that.
Yeah, it's just Swinburne cannot make any reads on the wall right now. It's a little bit of a glaring weakness, and it's just allowing so many passes to come together for the Macquarie side. This is a concerning weakness to have, especially in the Elite Series, because there's a lot of teams that's going to be reliant on the walls for passes, for setups, and if you are not consistent, especially when it comes to defending your own backboard, you're going to be left wanting in a lot of series. So we'll see how we go. It could just be game 1 jitters. Like, we definitely don't write off the team because of one game, as Moldy Shoe just puts it towards the net and it falls in. Clearly this game is still not over yet.
Yeah, ain't over yet. They're never going to give that one up, Max. They're never going to live it down, as they will be. Looking to play into this one. 3, 2, 1, and away we go.
Yeah, we'll see if Swinburne can continue to turn this one around or if they're just going to have to desert their hopes for game number 1. It's Austin. Looks to connect midfield. Do we see the pinch? Not this time. 47 seconds to go. And if we are going to see Swinburne get rolling back into this, they've got to score on this approach.
Have to score desperately into this one as soon as they possibly can here. Shot over the top to try and drop it in, and there it is! 1 goal difference, Max. This might actually be possible.
I don't know if I'm loving or hating this game right now. Again, it's just another missed backboard read from Austin that allows the pass to come through. Granted, it would have been a lot tougher than maybe some of the other ones we've seen yet. Here we sit 33 seconds. This was a 3-point lead. The comeback is very much on if somehow, some way Swinburne can get on the attacking half.
Yeah, need to wrangle control. There you go. Now starting to get a bit of motion behind it. Pass on through there. Not going to be able to pick it up. Big boost has been obtained. Ibby forces it back. Jonk not going to be able to pick it up either. It's Macquarie Scarlet getting in control of this one. Max just looking more dire by the second.
Yep. We'll see. Ball has to hit the ground. Go for the ball, Ibby. Oh my gosh. Letting that one drop was terrifying. How does everyone miss? How does everyone miss? But then it's thrown into nowhere. Okay, sure. Scarlet wins. I don't care. Game's over. Give the point to Scarlet. Let's GG go next, everybody.
Yep, we're going to be moving on from that one.
They all missed.
Yeah, the ball was doing evasive maneuvers there, Max. Don't question it. The ball's been in training too, all right?
Well, yeah, the ball's... I didn't realize, Bacchus mod was going to be hitting everybody this hard, this quickly.
The ball got used to no Bacchus mod the fastest out of anybody, I think.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, look, if I knew how to use Bacchus mod optimally, I'd be a lot better player than I am right now. But look, we got to move. Let's focus on the positives. Hopefully, this means, rank ladder is not going to be filled with bots anymore. So that's a plus, and I think that's a very, very big plus.
Yeah. I think that's a huge plus there, Obviously, don't want to be trying to take down the bots there. You want to face off against the real competitors, and eager to see how they will come into play and help everybody improve over time as well, facing off against each other. But speaking of, we are jumping into Game 2 right now, everybody. Let's go. Oh, no.
It's not in. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. Calculated. They knew what they were doing. And let's celebrate a lack of kickoff goals. Although that was a pass to Jonk, it looked like, who just didn't want to play the ball. Somehow it gets behind Jonk, who almost throws it to Austin. In fact, Austin is the one who gets there. And all right, we're passing to enemy teams now. And sure, 1-0. This is a game of Rocket League, Matt.
So it begins. What a way to kickstart the series here. 19 seconds down and more to follow in a moment as they already propel past the back line there. Got a bit of traction, waiting it out. Slippy might even go for second innings. Austin, good for it. Bounces off the wall there. Eddie ready to clear it. Not going to be able to steer past it here. Austin still staying up and will be playing around their team. Luckily they had Zemi though playing the back line here. Oh my goodness. Maybe not so lucky at all.
Yeah, I was about to call into question. You're just lucky on that. That was a triple commit as well, might I add, from the orange side. And it still results in an own goal. This has been a very interesting series. This is going to be one that's going to stick with me, I think, for a little while, Matt. And we're not even halfway through it.
We're not even at the final act. We haven't even reached intermission.
We haven't had the 20-minute overtime. And if it's going to happen in any series, I'm starting to believe this is the one.
I'm so ready. Yeah, we're going to be tucked into this one for the long game here, and I'm sure production loves it. There you go.
I want to see what happened midfield here again. So we had two people there. I think they both missed it because that's still a blue trail. I think they both missed the ball.
Once again, it's the anti-Bacchus mod there. Paul's evasive maneuvers will be ever prevalent. We'll be playing into this one. Big hit and slots it over the top.
Yeah, that was, a good moment for Moldy Shoe. Moldy Shoe has had a few of these touches, actually, that have been, on point. Just able to cross out Zimmy, who was the last defender right there. So we are across and in. Tied game right now. This is looking a little bit better, maybe. I mean, as sloppy as this series has been, you cannot say there hasn't been scoring opportunities, ample opportunities from both sides.
Yeah, they've got pretty good moments to play into there. Pretty good opportunities themselves, but for now they are going to be sticking it out in the midfield. Moldy trying their best to pass off to a teammate. Yonk will be prepared as the Macquarie Scarlet side stops them in track there. Looks to track onto a goal. Not quite yet. No. Oh, big save.
Yeah, save comes through, and now, all right, we're kind of going backwards, Austin. Well, trying to do that right there. Those are the setups that you set up every time with Bacchus mod, where you can practice driving it up the wall, getting your air dribble in and across, but no Bacchus mod. Austin fumbles it. No sick aerial goal. It's all coming together. It's
yeah, all coming together. And more to follow. We won't wallow in it. Big hit from Yonk there. Passed it back by Zemi. Trying again, maybe? And will be exceeded. but not for long. It's Macquarie Scarlet. Look to lock it down. Good hit from Austin there.
Austin, again, trying to get to the sidewall. This time, Ibby just says no, cuts them off. Jonk with full boost, taking forever to rotate back. That's all right. They're going to do a cut and nearly turn it into a shot. Now, Ibby again playing from midfield. That was an ambitious attempt. Zemi with a nice little dunk over Moldy Shoe. You would think this would turn into pressure to the blue side, and eventually it does. As Jonk throws it backwards, Ibby catches, but yeah, they're just going to shorten the field right now on the blue side. Do we see the shot, though? Austin through the corner. Ibby misses, but Moldy doesn't, and no one was ready for Moldy's touch.
Yeah, no one prepared for that one. And it will be pushing over the corner there. Good to play on Austin, almost, but the epic save again.
Good save. Now it's Zemi's turn. Reset. Oh, almost got the second reset. And that right there, though, again, Zemi mechanically, I think, has been strong. I think Zemi has been the only consistent player actually on the pitch in this one, as Moldy Shoe puts it backwards. That should be a shot, but oh, it looked like Sylphie was a little bit hesitant, so it's not going to turn into a goal. Yeah, Zemi has been the consistent one. Zemi is the one to watch. They just got dunked on, but it's not a goal. Austin was there.
Yeah, not this time, mate, but maybe next time. Minute and 10 to go now, and more to follow. Good setup from Slippy there. Ibby trying their best to fall back, at least stops a little bit of that speed. Trying to commit some of their own, zone them out.
Good bump.
Ooh, there it is.
Okay, hold on. So the bump was really good. I like this bump from Ibby. Austin just did not handbrake while turning and missed the ball. That's really unfortunate. That's an unfortunate way to lose the lead. Good heads-up play from Swinburne in order to capitalize and turn that into a goal, but realistically, that should have been saved.
Yeah, it should have been saved and taken out of space there, but just ain't happening. Not this time, not this way. See if they can sway things back into motion here. They are going to be taking it slow and steady. Moldy, though, looking to see if they can speed past again. Ibby, one in the same. Good hit down there. No one there to follow up. They will be looking to fall back.
And ball showing bouncing around midfield right now as Sliffy gets there first. Here comes Moldy Shoe. Another goal from Swinburne would put game one away, but that's not going to be the case. Macquarie Scarlet, they're going to hunt for that equalizer with 17 seconds. Ball off and exposed backboard. Shots underneath. No! Oh, they did all the hard work. They still might get it. Sliffy just couldn't put it in the open net. 7 seconds, and you can see every attack close, but now Jonk with boost should be able to escort this one down, and does. That's going to do it. Game two goes to Swinburne.
Matching them 1-4-1 here. You absolutely love to see it, don't you? And that will be that, my man. So, really impressed with how the teams managed to navigate the landscape. And they're not even done yet, you know? Both these teams need to take 2 games in a row in order to find success. So, it's going to be a really good start from both sides here.
I mean, I'm not sure I would say I'm impressed more than I would say I've been entertained. This has been an entertaining series so far, and I could actually watch these two teams play all night and probably still get as much enjoyment out of it as when we first started. Like, this has been fascinating to me because it's like that perfect 50-50 split of chaos plus, you know, the odd great play that catches you off guard. It's definitely going to be a case of whichever team finds the consistency as a team first will most likely win this one out. Jonk definitely improved a lot from game 1 to game 2. I still like what Zemi is doing, but everybody else needs to find more consistent touches, a little bit more confident decision making, and I think we'll see the quality of the series improve overall. Game 3, this should be where teams start to hit their peak, so I'm expecting a little bit chaos now. I'm hoping for a little bit chaos now with my brain, but my heart says keep it coming.
Keep it coming all the way into this one. Oh, maybe not. Almost a goal there. Will be luckily staggered out, though. Jonk going to be able to do the same again. Ibby tries their best to slow it down onto this one. They aren't able to stick to it in the long term, Max. Sliffy is ready in the back.
Oh, it's going to be Jonk instead, who's going for the solo play. Just kind of drives it straight into Zimmy. Moldy Shoe should be the next one up, but instead sits back. It's going to try to play shadow defense instead. Reset from Austin, doesn't get to the backboard. And those are the touches from Shu that was missing in games 1 and 2. It does feel like Yeah, we've settled down a little bit, at least in this first minute. Less unforced errors, more controlled plays. Definitely a more patient Swinburne side so far in the first minute, and that's only going to be beneficial for them in the long run.
Yeah, only in the long run there, but maybe they can look to play a bit deeper into that in a second. It will come over the side there. Ibby is ready should the need arise. Yonk keeps it in play, almost exceeds there. Here we go, now looking to take it up high.
Oh, but you need the backup middle. Why were, okay, I did say I like the patient play, but you don't need two players sitting behind the midfield line. If they had just sent one of them forward, that's a goal. Instead, still left wanting. Jonk again, going to try to set something up, this time through the corner, but not enough power on the setup. That'll be a change of possession, at least temporarily, until Zemi gets the deep clear.
Gets the clear and able to step in into gear here. Looking to push it up a field. Zemi does at least bounce it back, but Ibby's able to pick it up. Zemi back on track again, though. Can't do it 3 times, however. It's a big ebb and flow onto this one. Leaves Austin to try and take the show.
What Jonk is going to be able to do into the backboard. Austin trying to do what he can. Ibby gets one touch, but it's so straight into Zemi instead, who's now going to start bringing it back the other way. Here we go, Zemi. One defender there. Moldy Shoe gets the dunk. Ball gets passed backwards by the Macquarie Scarlet side, but it only just winds up back in Austin's waiting hands, and not stone cold on that approach. Somehow the ball again goes back to the Macquarie Scarlet backboard.
Yeah, somehow coming back in their direction there. Looking to start it off. Austin, big hit over the side, glinds it through Ibby, at least on the defense, but Sliffy's not done, trying to pass it off. It's good to get cleared there. Swinburne can earn something from this.
Okay. Yeah, there's been too many moments now where I'm catching mistakes on mistakes on mistakes. Thank you, Jonk. Finally punishing it. I was about to say, there's been too often we've been seeing players on the Macquarie side miss the ball with the ball in front of their net. Jonk finally is able to punish and take the lead for Swinburne.
Finally able to get something through there, and it was just after we passed the halfway point here. So maybe the floodgates have opened now, or maybe they're just going to be slammed back shut. I don't know, but what we do know is that there's still a bit of presence from Macquarie Scarlet here to start off of the game.
Feels like less like floodgates and more like my leaky washing machine, which has now been fixed, by the way. So there you go. Thank you, housemate. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good having a housemate who actually was able to fix it. I appreciate that. Now I just need them to get in this Rocket League game and fix, you know, something. Something needs fixing in this series. I can't quite put my finger on what, but something needs a little bit of fixing. Here we go. Maybe Swinburne has the answer. Maybe Jonk was the handyman we needed, because that 1-0 lead is looking very, very tall for the Swinburne side, and Austin ties it.
No, Max. I guess, yeah, it was tall, but now it's been cut down to size. One apiece into this one with 1 minute 14 on the board here, so still anyone's game. You know, there's a possibility that either side can exceed each other within that time frame. Just curious to see if it is coming to reality here, as Austin is ready and waiting in the back line, but the need doesn't get required just yet.
Trying to figure out how that goal went through with 3 defenders in net, 2 of which at least had boost. So just well-placed touch from Austin at the end of the day. Well done. And now tie game, 50 seconds to go. Oh, you can start thinking about it. Now, Matt, you are allowed to start materializing what may happen if nobody scores in 43 seconds.
Max comes on the pitch, and he gets to play in 20-minute OT.
Well, you know, imagine if we get the 20-minute OT and then I jump on the pitch and it just immediately, like, null and voids the entire game. I wonder if I even make it to the break.
That's too much for one
before
series.
Getting forcibly removed from this broadcast.
Oh my days. Alright, we are moving towards the final seconds now though, Max. 10 to go. Who's going to be able to earn themselves a goal here? It's all down to these little critical moments.
That's a good pass, but no one committed. That's awkward. Oh my gosh, Zemi avoids the bump, but then throws it into the corner. No one was going to collect that, so we go to an OT. Here we go, game 3. This is to get to match point. Very important goal with how, you know, chaotic this first series has been. Moldy Shoe had the first possible opportunity, but they just, didn't have the confidence to challenge for the dunk.
Start the timer, Max. Start the timer.
I started it 19 seconds ago.
Good. Keep it on. We've got a lot longer than that. Zemi's trying to change that course of action, though. Pretty close to the goals. Not this time, but it's the next one to lock it in for Macquarie Scarlet.
We were just, 19 minutes and 27 seconds away. We were practically there. But yeah, Sliffy takes advantage of the bumps of the pressure being created by Zemi, finds the goal. Macquarie Scarlet advances to match point.
Well done, and we're played onto that one, and they will be one step closer to taking the prize that is this series here. So, great outcome for them and theirs, and we're going to have one, maybe even two more games on the board here. All depends on whether Swinburne can lock back in.
I mean, look, last week, Matt, we never made it past DFH Stadium. We're due some longer series, right? We're due some trips to Champions Field, so... That's how I see it, at least, as we are going to get geared up to go into our next game. Realistically, I would make an argument that even in the game Swinburne won, Macquarie Scarlet has looked like the stronger team. So Swinburne definitely is the team more on the back foot right now, but the scoring opportunities are there. And I just want to see Swinburne take a couple more risks. Too often, we're seeing a mistake come from Macquarie, and Swinburne just isn't pushing up to punish it. And that's not been the same case the other way. Even Austin, who I would argue has been the least consistent player, has still taken that risk, taken some shots, and even gotten a goal or two. So, I don't know. Interesting game 4. We'll see how it plays out. I miss Utopia Coliseum. It's been, a couple weeks since we've been here before. It could be our final stop in Series 1.
Would it be the final destination, or we might have another stop on the way here before we reach the end of the line, as it will be Swinburne already priming up, 18 seconds down, and a goal on the board.
Yeah, that was just Austin stuck in an awkward spot. I don't think that one's on Austin, to be honest. I know Austin was the one who kind of got beat right there, but you kind of are expecting another player to be rotating behind you in that position, and you saw them at the tail end. They were going for that back corner boost, so that was just a little bit of an awkward gap in the rotation, a little bit of a miscommunication. No real harm, no real foul, as they were still early in the series, but that's definitely a mistake that can get, rectified in the future. Austin will be there for the save.
Ready for the save and trying their best to shave it away. Are going to be matched by Jonk, though, now. And they might be able to put it in. That they will. Special delivery. A goal.
Yeah, Jonk. Just nice aerial dribble, but the big play is that right there. You can see them positioning themselves for the 50 to get the dunk and get the goal. And that 1-goal lead now becoming 2 very quickly. We haven't really seen a 2-goal comeback yet in this series. We got close to one in game 1. That was also going the opposite direction. It's kind of crazy to think, but the damage might already be done in this one. We could be going to Champions Field unless... No, Austin can't get it in.
Can't get it in this time. But they might have another crack at it here. Gonna smack it forward. Good clearance by Moldy there. Waiting for a teammate. No one's nearby, though. They're just playing time game. Look at
I mean,
they're like an acrobat.
You see your opponent, like, flipping around, falling off the ceiling, doing all this crazy stuff, and you know, wait a minute, if I just sit here, they're going to sail past me? Why move? You're beating a defender by doing nothing. I don't know how Moldy Shoe missed that.
Let's see if they can get it back on track again here, Max. Oh, my goodness. This is all over the place.
I want to talk about a good play, somebody does something silly. We're not allowed. It's like I wanna highlight the good. I really do. But every time I try, something silly happens. There you go, Moldy. No, good save. There we go. Good save by Zemi. That was a really nice save. Good. What the?
Oh, here we go. The circus goes on. Oh my goodness. Good stoppage there.
Now here comes the silly in 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Do we have a silly?
Here it is.
No, I don't think we do. Almost a cool goal. Actually, Austin will score. There you go. I'm not going to call that one silly. That was actually
good,
well
silly.
played. I mean, the double commit was a little awkward, and I think had Zemi hesitated a little bit, they get the goal instead. But hey, no harm, no foul. Point comes across. It's a 1-point game.
1 point, then a dream. Will rage on into the kickoff. Oh, that's a good hit for Zemi. And immediate redemption. 2 for 2 within seconds.
Lots chonk in the background. They rotated upfield. You cheated and rotated upfield. You're asking to get punished. Tie game 2-all.
Wow. Really well done there. Not going to be able to hit that with the 2-tap, but they will be falling back onto this one. Demo up front as well. Love to see the physicality finally shining. And Sliffy looking to shine as well in a second here. Oh, not going to get the tap off the wall though.
But we are going to see some shots on target. And again, this was a 2-0 lead, less than a minute in now. Sitting tied, 2:13 to go. And more pressure is coming from the Macquarie side. Sliffy in a great spot, open net. Yeah, you don't miss that. 3-2 lead.
Well done, well played. They will put themselves on track in the lead. Well done. Now going to have to try and do it all over again in the remaining 2 minutes 7 seconds because there's still a chance for Swinburne to get competitive. Just like they were in the beginning there. See what they can master, however. They will find the ball back to Zemi.
Zemi was there. That's okay. Zemi stays there. Oh, that's a good play from Ibby. I want to see more from Ibby, man. I mean, every time Ibby goes for these, like, midfield challenges, they connect more often than not. We just, like, yeah, you could say Ibby has had probably the smallest impact on the team, but I kind of feel like Ibby is almost forced into that third-man role just because they're teamed with 2 aggressive players, but I like the touches Ibby has been putting down whenever they've been able to get to the ball. So ups on Ibby. I am up on Ibby this series, win or lose.
We've got stocks on Ibby this time. See if they pay off. Minute 20 to go now. Austin already in place there. Might actually be sped past if they're not too careful. Zemi tries to take control of their own here. I like the taps. They're managing to knock it over the top. Will be cleared for now, but Austin's there to set it up.
Yeah, it was the right call to go for the pass, but they need more power on it. Now a counterattack. Sliffy, it's a sail overhead. Zemi should be there as they take that ball midfield. Zemi again with a nice little dunk. All of a sudden, we got 52 seconds left in this game. Oh, that's a beautiful setup shot and score. Moldy Shoe from midfield ties us up.
Ooh, all tied up and ready for action. Love it to see it. What a shot and what a goal there. So 3 for 3 with the 49 seconds max. I don't know who's going to take it at this point, considering how back and forth this tug of war is. But in saying that, it's the semi-special.
No. Okay, again, watching the replay. Moldy Shoe rotating upfield, getting beat.
Not again. Not like
cheated.
this, man.
That was an odd kickoff. That was an odd kickoff for a few reasons, but again, it was a cheat and a rotate upfield, and it just didn't work. And now, okay.
They'll do it again. They'll do it again.
And I'm looking at Ibby, and yeah, okay, again, it's like Ibby thought they could get there first. They couldn't, and they just got outpaced. They've been outpaced 3 kickoff goals this game. That has been the difference this game. That could be the difference this series, Matt. No, not another. Not another. What?
Yes. The hat trick. They're angry backs.
I hate kickoff goals, man. I hate
too.
kickoff goals so much.
The fireworks are popping off repeatedly.
Do we get 5 kickoff goals? Do we have a 5th? No, we don't. There you go. We're safe. We only 4 kickoff goals this game, all right? But let no one say that you scored 5 kickoff goals in one game against Swinburne.
Well, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. It will be 15 seconds to go here. Demo coming over the top of there, so you're going to be able to find a Young, and they're looking for another Ibby. Find that best to retreat back here. Time is ticking, and they're not looking to kick anymore. Ball still in play though. Will it stay? Yes.
And that will do it. McCory Scarlett gets the win. Zemi MVP, hat trick, all kickoff goals of that game. Weird series.
Yep.
Weird series to start off the day, Matt. I really don't know what more to say besides that. I mean, I can't say I'm particularly disappointed in any, like, you know, individual player or team. I just think there was, across the board, things were a little bit sloppy. That's all right. It happens. We move on. We still have a lot of Rocket League left to go today.
Yeah, a little bit more around the bend there, isn't it? And yeah, what a what a series to kick the day off, Max. We've started here, and there's going to be more fun to come right around the corner of this break. back, everybody! We are coming back with some AEL University Elite Series Rocket League with UNSW Raw and Deacon and 2 Formal Tony. Oh wait, it's formal casting.
Yeah, no, the professional's back. It's just formal casting now, but I actually... This is a weird matchup, Matt, as we're getting geared up to go in this one. Roar, undefeated defending champs. We talk about them a plethora of times. This lineup is so scary good. The Deacon lineup. This is the one I'm excited about. And I actually don't think this is as straightforward a 3-0 as we might come to expect in this one. Scythe, again, an amazing twos player, has the mech and back it up. Bluey, last time we saw on stream, played incredibly well as well. And Fauna, finally, on the pitch, going to show off what they can do. This is Deacon finally starting to hit their full roster strength, like full potential. I think they might give Roar a bit of a challenge.
I'm hopeful that they're able to, I guess, take it to them. You know, I think that a nice competitive series always goes a long, long way, doesn't it? And you're going to see exactly what that's going to look like in a second here, as we are going to be prepared for battle very soon, Mr. Max. I'm keen for these players to maximize their potential and go absolutely supersonic on the pitch in a second.
Excited. I'm excited to see this match play out for sure. This should be a fun one. I mean, look, predictions still stand by what they are. I still think New South Wales, they have to be the favorite, obviously, but I don't know. I just see this series being closer than I think even New South Wales might expect. This is what happens. Sometimes you're at the top, you're retired from the game, you get complacent, and then the hungry young guns get underneath and kind of overtake you. And I know for like these are 3 hungry players looking to prove themselves still. So this is a great opportunity for them. It's they should be ready to go on stream. They should be ready to compete, and I'm hoping we actually see a competitive Deacon in this matchup. In fact, Scythe is going to take the first shot towards target. Steve is back for the save.
Back for the save and ready to shave off even more here, Max. Need to see if they can shoot for the stars on this one. Steve will try some maneuver. Talagane, though, I like the prediction there. The reaction will be blocked out by Bluey, but it's still going for second innings here, and this is just so aggressive.
Yeah, and I love it too. Deacon knowing they got to be aggressive in this one. They had the pressure early, then it came back the other way, and now it's going to be Deacon with the first goal. Bluey crossing up the box. This is what I was talking about in the pregame, man. This team is hungry. They're not playing afraid. What a delicate touch right there to get that first goal. Deacon should not be overlooked.
Should not be overlooked, not be an afterthought. They should be at the forefront of your thinking. And we're going to be jumping into the next one now. Taba, we're going to take it up top there. Scythe, be able to slice it down though, but Zen is at least going to be able to take control of it.
I try to get some pressure, at least initially. Ball still kind of jammed up in the corner right now. Deacon struggling to get it out. Steve looking to play setup. That should be a goal, and it is.
Well done, well played there. They managed to get it in, hook, line, and sinker. Tata is going to be right place, right time. Primed up, 1 apiece now. Just over 3.5 minutes to go, and we're onwards to the next kickoff. Let's get it.
So Steve puts it over to Scythe. Okay, dribbling, ball starts to want to fall down, but Zen instead tosses it up a little awkwardly. Fauna still wants to be there. It's going to be Steve. Now, trying to get that backboard pressure. It was such a great start for Deacon. They kind of let their defense falter a bit. Now Tatagane doing Tatagane things. Oh my gosh, Zed was there too. Almost connecting on a crazy setup. Look, there still is that next level that all the great teams can get to, and we are seeing hints of it there from New South Wales. You're going to need a little bit more than, you know, playing fearless. You got to be ready for how crafty this top team can be.
Yeah, have to be ready and hold a steady on this one. To see what they can achieve heading forward. Those UNSW back online here. Love the adaptation as well, taking it to the complete other side of the goals there. We'll be able to just smash it in. Time for another kickoff now though, to see if Deacon can bring it back. Oh no. Whew. I got a bit worried there.
You've been too scarred from the last series. That was fine from the start. We're all good. You can set your expectations back to what they probably should be. I love that pass from Scythe. Just couldn't find the bump on Tatagane. That's okay. Instead, we're going to see a play around the corner. Bluey, though, can't get that second touch, and I mean, unfortunately right now, Deacon, the pace is just going a little bit too fast for what they're trying to do. But I still like what they're trying to do, so I don't want them to stop.
Can't stop, won't stop into this one, Max. And we're going to jump into the next portion. Zen, good to hold firm onto that one. Bluey, one of the same, and take it to the sky. Try and fly past. Steve will be able to take it away.
Takes it away momentarily. But we still play through that back corner. Fauna now going to try to set something up to that backboard. It's going to be a light touch from Fauna over and across. Oh, Zen got a beat, but instead Scythe is going to be there, caught by Steve, but it goes in Scythe's favor. Scythe is so scary when going for these 50s and going for these aerial challenges. Like, that is where this player does look the most comfortable, and I think it's something that New South Wales is becoming more aware of.
Yeah, it's more present in their mind space, isn't it? And should be able to adapt around it accordingly with that in mind. Zen, good pass off there. We'll still be in for it. Adagane luckily there as well. Now trying to see if they can press the issue.
Yeah, we'll see what Tadagane can do. Light touch, wanted to find Steve. Whoa! Awkward defense, but that's okay. Scythe will bail out. That should have been a goal. But it's all good. Scythe now wanting to find the pass, but Steve just has that red. Zen gets underneath it, looking to draw some pressure towards themselves. Ball's going to fall in a good spot for Tadagane. Steve is the one set up to strike. They do go for it, but Fauna just that little bit faster is there to clear it to the other side.
They're to clear it to the other side, trying their best to slide in on it. Tadagane would pass back to Steve there. Zen ready to rotate in as well. Ooh, still in it. Trying their best to maneuver. Tada. Prepared. Oh, what a clear.
That was almost an insane shot from Zen. I'm a little bit disappointed that wouldn't go in because that would be the goal of the day. Now Steve, though, will get the pressure back favoring the New South Wales side. And with 30 seconds to go, we got one, maybe two more chances for Deacon to equalize. Scythe is in position to challenge, but has to go to the roof, and Zen is just too good at those 50s. Has Tadagane underneath. That was a terrible pinch, but the goal still counts.
Still counts and ready to pounce on it. In it to the next portion here. So UNSW Raw all but closed this first game out. So, you know, it looked a bit more back and forth in the beginning there, but UNSW managed to acclaim their prowess later on into the series.
Yeah, but again, this is... I was never claiming Deacon was going to win this series. I was just claiming they were going to be competitive, and I think they've kind of proven that in this game one right now. I like the fearless style. I like how they're trying to go toe-for-toe in terms of speed and mech against the defending champs, but they're the defending champs for a reason. Again, too, this is only game one. We'll see where we go from here. By the way, this was sick from Tadagane down. And, you know, good pass back over to Tadagane again from Steve. Really, that should have been Steve's goal, but it is what it is, a 4-1 lead.
4-1 lead, and yeah, I think they've pretty much taken it as far as it can go here, unless. But that's going to be all for that one. 4-1 on the board here, and game one will be claimed. So, solid way to position yourselves into this one.
Yeah, I mean, it was an exciting start for sure for Deacon. They got that early goal. Bluey's still proving to be, you know, one of the better and more exciting players on the Deacon. Well, in the league, I should say, not just on Deacon. But, yeah, again, Tadagane, I still think when it comes to the AEL Elite Series, is the most consistent player. And if you're just going on this series alone, I think is probably the strongest player. And I know that might, you know, put the other Macquarie team maybe on a little bit of notice when I say something like that. But Tadagane is just so consistently strong in these events. And New South Wales Roar, they continue to be the premier team. They still got to win 2 more games. We'll see how they go. I expect Deacon to keep fighting, but yeah, the way how they're connecting on those passes towards the end of that game, Matt, it's scary.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying, Max. And if this is how they're kicking off in the beginning, I don't know what the later stages are going to look like here. That's for certain, but we are going to be getting into the temple right now, and I'm ready to see who will spell doom.
We'll see how it plays out as we kick this one off. Ball up for grabs, and I don't want to see an early goal. Fortunately, Zen does go to the opposite corner. Fauna almost got demoed. If Fauna got demoed right there, this could have been dangerous. Instead, it's actually going to be pressure coming up the other way. Scythe does get it around Steve. That's a good pass. Fauna, no! Oh, just was never able to get the boost on the rotate back to the other side, and as a result, the shot came a little too late.
Too little, too late, but the gate's still open here. Tata trying their best to flow upfield. It will be pushed back to Steve there. I like how Deacon's trying to match them here, but the reactiveness of UNSW is certainly a sight to fear.
I mean, they challenge everything, New South Wales. They really do. One of the biggest strengths of this team is they just never give anything away for free. And just watch out every single time you see a Deacon player kind of go for the ball, someone from New South Wales is there. And that just feels so suffocating. Oh, there's an opening though. Steve and Tadagane connect. That's awkward. Pressure could come from the Deacon side. As a result, there's the pass. The shot's got to be on, and it is 1-0 lead off of the mistake.
Whew. Mistakes capitalized upon there, and really solid start for the Deacon side of things here. Gonna be happy with that, but I mean, this is reminiscent of, you know, the first game, Max, so we'll see if anything changes soon.
I mean, we'll see. Look, I don't expect to see a mistake like that come from New South Wales twice, right? Like, that was very unusual to see two defenders hit each other like that in that position. So obviously I do feel like more work needs to be done, but yeah, this series has gotten a lot more interesting now. Still 3.5 minutes, so it's a lot of time to hold on to a 1-goal lead against a team as powerful as New South Wales, especially when you consider the fact that Deacon feels more comfortable on the attacking half as well. I reckon if the pressure starts to fall on them, this 1-goal lead is going to be very difficult to hold. A 2-goal lead would feel much nicer.
Feel much nicer, and yeah, looking to spice things up. Tata, good pass off there, almost locked it in. Not this time. Zen looking to pick up the slack though.
That's a good shot.
Oh,
and a better save. Bluey was there. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff coming from the Deacon side.
Good stuff coming over the top. There it is. Well played, Max. Well played from Fauna.
I love this pass. You think Scythe is going to take the shot. One defender, the 2v1. Perfect placement on that pass to not only draw the defender to the post, but also drop the ball right where Fauna needed it. That was an insane touch out of Scythe, and now a 2-0 lead. Here comes Deacon. They almost get one on the kickoff.
Almost get it through there. Zen speeding up. Oh, there's the comeback. Steve is not happy, and they will clap back quick smart.
I mean, look, I can't fault the defender right there for going after Zen. Zen in that position is terrifying. However, Steve happened to be there as well, and that's kind of a, you know, darned if you do, darned if you don't situation. 1-goal game once again, still half a game to go, but no! Oh, Scythe thought he had the open net. Zen somehow got underneath.
Got underneath and ready to unsheath their sword onto this one. See if they can slice down. Zen doesn't get to it fast enough. Pull bouncing for Scythe there. Oh, not this time, Max. Maybe next time.
Oh my goodness, that would have been possibly the game. Instead, we tie it up as it's open on the other end. Deacon, despite setting 3, couldn't get the goal, and with just over 2 minutes to go, this is the second game in a row where Deacon had the first goal, had that early lead, but then New South Wales finds that next gear and brings it right back.
Brings it right back and ready to go. We flow this one into proportion. Steve, right tap off the ceiling there. Take it a bit slow though, and it will flow straight back to Zen. So good reactiveness, playing from afar. Tata trying to get to it as well, pushing over, pass on, not able to lock it in.
Not able to lock it in yet. Still, we're going to come back to the other side. Bluey, what has he got through the corner? Oh, has Fauna there as well. No, what the timing? Tadagane, great save once again. And now New South Wales, that challenge actually is beneficial for Deacon. They try to go backward. Bluey wanted the pancake, but not going to be having breakfast just yet.
No breakfast this time around. Have to save it for later. They will slate themselves in position. Bluey could pass to Fauna. Does get pushed out though. Still going to be in place, however, so they can still look to launch second innings here. Zen and Tadagane, they're looking to lock it back.
Yeah, we are going back to midfield. Steve wants to challenge without boost. Doesn't matter. We'll center it. And here comes Sanagane. No way he hits that double. Yeah, that one was a little bit too fast, a little bit too hard of an angle, but I appreciate the attempt.
Yeah, solid attempt.
Oh, no, Steve.
Oh, no, not again. Oh!
That was the moment. That was it. If you're going to take a game off New South Wales, you have to hit that shot. I mean, they're still low on boost. It's not over yet. You demo the one player with boost. Pressure's still on, but again, the pass is high and wide. Matt, I can't help but feel like that was the moment. Maybe Fauna gets it here. Tana got over there with the save.
My goodness. They will be able to make it a work here, and they'll be looking to speed exceed now. Last 10 seconds to go here, Max, before our attempt at a 20-minute OT. Will it be? Will it not be?
No.
It's going to be OT.
Not with these teams. These are all two good strikers. I want to say, I mean, the fact we're even in, oh, what the, okay, give a fun little kickoff. The fact that we're even in OT is a little bit of a small disaster, to be perfectly honest. This game should have been won by Deacon. They have to win this. Obviously, you know, trying to reverse sweep New South Wales is always a challenge, but oh, I can't help getting over the fact how much they let that one slip. They can still recover it, but it's going to be so hard.
And only getting harder from here, Max. Time bank builds. Zen.
Wow.
Back. Yeah! Oh, here it is. One apiece, Max. Deacon. Slide it through.
Yeah, I mean, Zen just got beat. And Scythe too fast around the corner. All Bluey had to do was sit there and wait, trusting the team to deliver it. Deacon, a small bit of redemption, but the bigger news, they've proven they can beat New South Wales. And this is a series. We got a series in this one, Matt, and I'm so happy to see it for this Deacon lineup.
Yeah, incredible work coming through from them and theirs. They're going to be happy with that. And wow. You know, it's one apiece all over again. Can't complain about that at all, Max. Can't complain at all. And I'm excited to see if they can continue that momentum forward into our third game of the series as well, mate.
I mean, that win was not a fluke. I would argue Deacon was the better team throughout a majority of that game. When they were on the attack, they were just as relentless as New South Wales. And that's what's making this series, I think, so great to watch right now. I said at the start, like, New South Wales doesn't give you any free touches. Deacon was doing the same, both in that final minute of play and in that overtime. Again, it's this fearless play style going against these guys that you need to adapt. And while in game number one, maybe they were a little bit too slow to some of the challenges, that was not the case in game two. They're hitting their stride where they need it most, and New South Wales, if they're not careful, this massively long undefeated streak is going to come to an end. Yeah,
it certainly would be difficult to see, wouldn't it? You know, after things look so bright, but maybe tonight, maybe not. We'll be locking it down right now, though. Steven Tata racing upfield, not able to yield the result. Zen on the reaction. We'll take it slower. Trying to get it to a teammate there. Well, that's an aggressive pass back. Not what they intended, but it works.
Short turn out. Fauna wants to go midfield. Ooh, that was a great 50, but unfortunately follow-up was not able to get there in time, courtesy of a demo.
Here we go. Trying to get it done again. A good stoppage from Bluey there. Tata, no boost, no problem. Oh, big problems now. Deacon locks it in.
Yeah, no boost on problems getting to the ball, but where do you go when you don't have the power to strike it hard, right? Yeah, you called it. Big problem right there. Scythe had that play read, recognized the situation. Hold on, this person's probably low on boost. I should be able to cut the pass, and they do so in the best way possible.
Big stuff coming out in the best way, and you're going to see which way this one is going to sway now. Tata racing over the goals there. Oh, good position, maybe not. Oh, no. They cross streams, and then it's all over in a flash.
AGON wanted to get that ball into the corner. Steve was just panic flipping and winds up getting in the way a little bit. Yeah, it's hard when you're in the spot where Steve is, to trust that your teammates will be there. So I can't really blame him for going for it. But yeah, that's just awkward. It's awkward across the board. And another job well done by the Deacon side. A 2-goal lead. Second time in this series, actually, Deacon has found a 2-goal lead within the first minute and a half.
Oh, not for long. Zen will be able to fly that one in straight through the line. Scythe trying to stop it, but it's not gonna happen. Great stuff.
Still him. Tadagane still him. That was a great 50. Great pass back over to Zen, who you trust to down those shots. So 1-goal game, kickoff. Yeah, no, Tadagane just too fast. Never really an issue. Scythe, though, might have something here, yet Zen is already there. And now the passes, the move downfield, backboard setup, shot from Steve. It's too clean.
Too clean, and we are keen for even more goals, everybody. But it is going to be 2 for 2 on the board right now, and 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go. So, without further ado, let's blow our way into the kickoff. Away we go, stopped in the center, picked off the Scythe there, looking to dunk it down.
Yeah, Scythe just trying to take it right to the net, but not able to get it there this time. It says it's going to be sent back up to the other side. 3 minutes to go, pinch. And just jammed in the corner. Really jammed in the corner. We are not getting out of the corner. Not allowed. Scythe instead will be the one who tries to blast it out. Tadagane says, fine, we'll go midfield instead. I like the open field. So too does Bluey, but they were too slow to it. Tadagane, no boost, is able to clear it back to the other side. Scythe does what they can. Yeah, and we're just waiting for one team to get a decisive challenge victory. It does feel like Deacon was slightly getting little advantages, but not enough to really create anything. And maybe they went too far forward. Tadagane creates a bit of pressure, but nothing too crazy after that.
Yeah, nothing too insane after that. We'll take it easy. Slow and steady here. Zet, the demo, will be pushing up as well. Steve. Good hit over the top there. Take it easy. And Tata ready to react as soon as their teammate pushes up. I like the rotations here.
Oh, I like that shot from Zen too. Nearly right on point. Defense though is back for it, and with 2 minutes to go, the flurry of goals that this game started with really has slowed down, hasn't it?
Certainly has slowed a bit of motion there, but could speed up just as quickly. Zen we'll go down with the demo and look for more here. Push over the side there. A little bit too much oomph on that one, but at least they can stop the motion in place for a second.
I mean, it's just spooky. I don't like that touch from Steve. However, the slower backward play actually kind of bailed New South Wales out, and now they're going to be on the hunt for something. That pass is good. The shot. Zen's accuracy has been better than what we've seen in a while from him right now. When Zen plays like this, I don't know how you beat him.
Yeah, genuinely. Like, what else do you do here? It's a tough one, but means UNSW are going to be on top all over again, so going to be happy with that. And now looking to lock it back in, Max. They push over the side, and that is a powerful one.
Our full first touches. Scythe still wants to get there. The reset falls a little bit awkwardly. Steve underneath. No, it's Bluey instead. To the middle of the field. Caught by Tadagane. Wanted to find Zen. Zen just lets it ride. They want to play reactive. Fair enough. Midfield challenge won by New South Wales. Tadagane no boost. Means Steve has to stay with it. Tadagane still doesn't have boost. So really it's going to be Zen who scores the goal if anybody. But it's tough from this angle. Tries to go for solo plays. Beats 2 defenders. Beats 3 defenders. Where is the shot? Not there. Scythe able to recover in time.
Able to recover in time and prime up for more. Ball bouncing back. Steve, good to stop the momentum. Not going to be able to do much more than that, though. Zen ready to react, and not this time. Still going to be up high. Trying to take it down low. Slow the flow here and get it out quick smart.
Yeah, this Deacon team, they can smell the goal. They can smell the OT. Bluey wanted the air dribble bump. Scythe throws it backwards, though, and that's a little bit awkward. Fauna gets demoed, and that might open the door for a clear, and with 10 seconds remaining, a clear is a dagger instead. They fall back, look to play defensive. New South Wales just needs one more good touch, and this game is done. Zen's gonna find it. Roar goes to match point.
Oh, they have bumped it up. 3-2 on this one, Max, and it's getting spicy. Honestly, considering the closeness of these teams right now, it could go to 5. It could go to 5.
It very well could. And I mean, I'm so happy we are seeing the Deacon that I was expecting to see. Like, you know, when they start playing well, they are proving, hold on, this team can be a legitimate threat. Unfortunately, they've had kind of a rough start to the season, so they're not really one of the big names right now. And if they are going to make that playoff run, it's going to be a bit difficult for them already. I do expect them, though, to win more games than they're going to lose in the second half of the season. But yeah, this is a tough spot for Deacon to be in. They are proving that they are right up there with the best team right now. It's just, can they win 2 in a row? I don't know, man. That's a tough ask. Even playing as well as they are, to win 2 in a row is a tough ask.
Yeah, it's a really tough ask, isn't it? But ask and you shall receive. Maybe. Maybe. We are going to be straight back into action. Oh, no. Oh, my. That's a goal.
That is not how you beat the best team.
Yeah, that, not. I'm taken aback by that, Max.
All of that momentum, all of that hard work you put in, and now you just made it that little bit harder as well. Head down, stick with it, boys. See what you got. Or rather, yeah. Oh, so that was a little too close for comfort for a second own goal from Scythe. That's going to be okay. Tadagane will do it instead. 2-0 lead for New South Wales.
2-0, and already looking to be heroes into the beginning of this one. They may be able to save the day for themselves here, but still going to have to give it all they've got here. 4:32 on the board, and we're ready for more in a second. Scythe picks it down. Can play off their teammate here. Good pass off. Oh, it's a little too high though, Max.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be exactly where it needed to be. Not going to be the case this time. It says it's going to be Tadagane off the roof. Looking for the net. And a miss. Zen. Pass. Oh, that's beautiful. But a better save, Bluey. Wow. Really well read. And I know on the larger scale of things, maybe not the most impactful save, but it looked really nice.
Really, really nice. And maybe a more niceness on its way in a second here. Zen. Going to play around the side of this one. A good pass from Tata. Playing upfield again and passing off. Steve waiting patiently. The rotate off going to be critical here. They still continue the pressure, Max, but they aren't able to get it into the right place.
That's going to be a pass across, but still not there. Here comes Steve off the demo. Unable to put it on target. Still 3:27 to go. Zen wants the corner, but so too does Fauna. Scythe cheating super deep. That is a little bit too ambitious, but you know, Bluey does get there eventually. By then, Scythe has already pulled out. 3:12 remaining. Yeah, nothing on this attack inspires too much confidence for me. I do expect New South Wales to maintain for now.
Maintain course and set sail into this one. So we'll take it slow, take it easy. Tata trying to glide along, will be forced to rotate back here. Zen maybe cause a stoppage, can pass to their teammate though. There you go, Tata already prepared and looking to send it.
Off the backboard, Zen, no! Leaves it for Steve, who despite boost, went corner with it. Odd. Odd. I think they had a plan, it just didn't work out as intended, fair enough. As Scythe gets an open net goal, okay. Maybe there wasn't a plan there because now we're back within one.
Yeah, back within a one and good to go. What a speedy pursuit onto that one. Just a pizza cutter coming out to slice through that one. We are going to be onwards to another kickoff now. Big motion coming out from Bluey. Luckily, they have Tata on the defense.
Yeah, that looked like it could have been spooky. Instead, we still sit 2:20 to go. Challenge. Sees the ball fall in Tadagane's lap. Fauna will get there, gets demoed for their effort. As the ball is still rolling, Bluey's going to have a chance for the shot, but hesitated just enough for Tadagane to get in the way. This allows a New South Wales attack double commit. Resulting too much right there. Scythe just couldn't make the backboard read. I want to see New South Wales challenge. Instead, they kind of let it fall back to midfield before getting a more guaranteed touch. Thought I won't find the second. That's okay. New South Wales, I mean, they're definitely playing a very wide, very relaxed right now, but all it takes is one mistake and you can't get punished.
And in a big way, right? So got to be extra careful, especially at this stage of the game, man. But we are going to be taking it easier for a second here. Zen, good to try clear it out for Steve there. Play into it. Just ain't going to happen. But on the bright side, Tana picks it up. Woo. Locked out.
Now Bluey, fortunately, able to get underneath that one. So scary moment. Another goal from New South Wales will put this game away. Deacon has just over a minute to try to equalize, and this could lead to a goal against. Oh! Great save by Fauna. Tanagane scores, but watch the power Zen gets off this musty on the replay. Oh!
Ooh. What a shot, Max. Fantastic work coming out from UNSW Raw, and that now expands their lead by 2 goals again. A minute 4 to go for Deacon here, and they need to strike back. And Quick Smart, speaking of, ready, Whiting, get it in!
Okay, I think the first touch actually had the goal. Maybe not. That's hard to tell. Either way, it worked out. Scythe is going to get credit for the goal. I was momentarily worried Bluey may have just saved their shot, but 58 seconds, more than enough time to equalize, especially if the kickoff goes their way. Scythe avoids the block, gets to the ball, tries to go over the top, but Steve shuts him down.
Shuts him down and ready to go to town here. Zen would hit up top there. Will be dropped down for their teammate. Not going to be able to get much, though. They're stopped at the gates. There could be more where that came from as Tana bounces straight back.
I was going to try to do something off that sidewall, but in the end of the day, really can't do too much. It's going to be Scythe instead coming up towards the corner. Steve, one light touch, holds the ball in place. Fauna now up and across, leaves it for Tanagane. Wants to go midfield, wants to get a beat, and does! Oh, you can't stop him in the 1v1. That's the dagger in this series.
Yeah, going to be looking to strike through with that one. And maybe one last chance for Deacon, but could be one and done in that sense, as it's almost an impossibility coming forward here. Making it out on the kickoff. Scythe now in trouble. Will be looking to push up into it though. 10 seconds, surely. Maybe not though. The defense is ever strong for UNSW.
Yeah, it's not going in. It's done. Oh, well, not just yet. We'll have to wait for the ball to hit the ground, but realistically, the damage has been more than done. New South Wales gonna win this series 3-1. Hats off, though, to Deacon. Again, they made it a competitive series.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like, they kept it pretty tight score lines across the board there. Managed to take it to them, you know. I think power to them. If they wanted some confidence, then I'd say that they're going to be pretty happy with that, honestly. So,
I mean, how can you be unhappy with a win at the end of the day? But that's more, you know, taking even one game is pretty insane. So well done to them.
Yeah, well done, well played, and ready to see more games get played very soon, everybody. As we set our next one up, we are going to head to a break. We'll be back in just a moment. welcome back with our sponsors. A big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
So make sure to power up your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. Push performance to the limit with the latest in gaming tech. From high spec to precision gear, Officeworks has what you need.
That they do. Big shout out to them and theirs there, and a big shout out to Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. Big shout out to each and every one of our sponsors there. You know them, you love them, and we appreciate them. Now let's take a look at how the day's gone so far, Max.
Yeah, it's been a fun one. No sweeps just yet. Macquarie Scarlet opened us up with the 3-0 win over Swinburne in a series that will be, you know, ingrained in my mind whenever I close my eyes. I was just testing it right there. Yep, can still see it. That one was jarring. But then, you know, we got a bit of a more proper series. Granted, what we missed off stream was Latrobe losing against Hal in a 2v3.
Yeah, that was unique, wasn't it? It was a interesting turn of events, to say the least, but I'm excited to see how things play out into the rest of the evening, as we will take a look into the horizon and what lies beyond QUT and UON Team A.
This is a matchup I am incredibly excited for. Both these teams, I think, have been so evenly matched throughout the history of the Elite Series. It feels like they're always vying for that 3rd and 4th position. UON probably has had a slighter edge, but when we've seen these rosters before, I mean, this is going to be a fun one. Mac and Jack obviously still there, and the Bud Eminence Abtic show, it's going to be fun.
Going to be really fun, and you're going to get this one done, Max, as we are going to be getting down to business in just a second here. Here we go. We're on the pitch. We're ready to get into the sitch. And now, let's pull the switch. It's time to go.
We do kick this one off as Jacko will try to take this one up around the corner. Nearly had the second touch for the kickoff goal, but I mean, I don't know. When you try to look for the key players in this matchup to look out for, I'm looking towards Eminence. I'm looking towards Bud. I like Mac and Jack. Everybody, all 6 of these players, I think, have had moments within the Elite Series where they have been that pop-off carry performer. I still have a slight edge on the UON roster side. I still think they might be that a little bit more consistent, but this is the series out of all the ones we're seeing today that has the best possibility of going 5.
It certainly could go the distance here, and I'm keen to see it. If it goes there, I'm all for it. 20-minute OT, everything. The stars are aligning. But right now, though, nothing aligning. Both teams are going to be locked in. Look to hold their ground. Mac, though, pushing over. Launch the counter-attack for Abtix there. Ready to rotate back, though. Do have 2 lines of defense, and Ultraviolet not going to be able to pilot that one.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, when it comes to like these 2 teams and how they go at each other as well, I'm actually expecting this to be a lower scoring series. Because of how evenly matched it is, like, you can either go 1 or 2 ways, like goal explosion or more passive. I feel both these teams are going to be playing a bit more conservative, at least at the start. And then maybe as we get later in the series, we might see QUT start to be a bit more the aggressor. But I don't know, man. I just feel like this is going to be a series of like 1 or 2 mistouches winds up being the final difference when it's all said and done.
It's all said and done. And now, I'm going to push through. Try and gun it down here. Slow, take it easy. Evidence. Good to play onto that, getting the big boost on their way for their troubles, and their troubles never ended.
That was close. It was very, very close, but it's not quite in just yet. Still, it is QUT on the hunt, and by getting around Eminence, you could find a shot. Bud Patience makes a save, and unfortunately for QUT, they were really doing nothing on that attack to get rid of the boost. That may have been a goal. It still might be. Eminence is going to get the dunk. UON could have themselves set up nicely here for an extended attack.
Good to be going much further along here. Make it easy for the second. Abtix Going to pass it off to Eminence there. They're not done until they say they're done. Still pushing in over the top. Not going to be able to send it out though.
It out on that instance, but they're still looking for something here. Ball bounces up for grabs. No one gets to it just yet. Ultraviolet will be the next player forward instead. Aptix, gets a bit of help. I love that midfield bump. It didn't work out because of the recovery, but just try to create space where they can, nearly post down and in. Both these teams are getting closer and closer to that first goal map, but it's just not there yet.
Not there yet, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be there in a second. They are going to be taking it easy for now. Oh, good pass back. Mac trying to launch it up here. Aptix ready to respond though. Motion critical to this. Will be pushed offside.
A ball up, falling down. Jack. Oh. No, nobody wanted the ball. So Aptix, the driver with 0 boost, is the one who gets to it and stays with it. Mac now from up above has Jacko underneath. A reset, a connect. Dominus, no powerful Dominus last second touch. That's all well and good. I was predicting a low scoring game, but I was still predicting a scoring game, Matty. This is kind of crazy how long we've gone without a goal.
We can go longer.
I mean, we could.
Yeah.
We very well might at this rate, unless Mac can put it in here. Post, no! It's an awkward bounce.
Maybe more on the way as well, Mr. Max. We're taking it slow. Take it easy. Not going to be as crazy here. Jacko, ready to pass off. Oh, it's not a big one, so they're just going to kind of have to rotate back off this. You know, they can't really take much to fruition here.
Jack's just gonna roll that one down. Mac, it's a free touch. He uses it to roll it in. Where was the defense, Matt? They're MIA, QUT. They're poised to take game 1.
Yeah, gonna be alone at the wheel there. Not gonna be able to seal the deal on this one, Max. So it's gonna be stuck in place here, and we're eager to see what else is gonna be coming through right now. As take it slow, take it easy. See what Ultraviolet can do here. Time is of the essence, and they will lock it down! 1-1! 20-minute OT! Is it real?
I mean, I can't believe that goal was real, to be honest. What a play from UON to find a way to equalize with less than a minute to go. With how slow the pace has been, you thought, hold on, 1-0, that's our final score. Now off the kickoff, I'm starting to think floodgates have opened. Ultraviolet 1v1 got the reset, but can't get past the defense. Jacko puts it up a little too high. Aptix commits, but Mac is there for the lead. They get it through.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? So close, yet so far. They will be able to push it to 1 goal difference. 16 seconds. This is what it comes down to, and can they make it work? Jacko trying to force it up. UON not give it up.
No, they're not just yet. Ultraviolet will take it opposite end, though, and now you got a lot of ground to cover if you're going to equalize this game. Jacko shuts it down. Game number 1 goes to QUT.
Going the distance, going their way, and they will be able to take that one out of play. So, I'll be very satisfied with that, Max. A good outcome, to say the least.
I mean, yeah, crazy game, right? No scores until the final 30 seconds, and it feels like everybody starts scoring, but realistically, QUT was an evenly matched game. I don't even want to say QUT was like heavily in control, heavily favoring it. Both teams had opportunities. Both teams, you know, were pretty chill at times as well. Like, it was a weird game. I expected a conservative game from both these teams. Maybe that was a tad bit too conservative, but QUT still gets it done.
Yeah, they get it done, and we can move on to the next game in contention here. You know, we can have a bit of time to meditate on the Forbidden Temple, as we are looking to get things all prepped up and ready for action in a second here, Max. Here we go. It's time to deliver another deep result.
Are underway as we'll see if QUT can keep that momentum going again. In these close series, I always feel like you fall 2 games down, or you lose 2 in a row, you're probably not coming back in it. So it's a bit of extra pressure on UON. However, you know, it feels like it still could go their way as these shots from QUT are just not very accurate.
Yeah, not this time, are they? Maybe next time will be A-OK. Take it easy for a second here. Gonna wait it out. A good hit from Ultraviolet there, trying their best to push up, but they're gonna need to do more than that if they want to brush through here, Max.
I'll see what they can bring. It's Aptix. Oh, I thought it was gonna go for a Musty. Instead, just kind of lightly touched it down to Eminence, and QT was all over that. This actually could be a shot. It was half-hearted though. A shot or a pass. I think a pass would have been stronger, but Ultraviolet kind of held back. So we don't really see that opportunity really lay itself out. This time, though, it will, as Jacko makes it a 1-0 lead.
We'll be able to push it up to 1-0. And going to feel like a hero after the presence they felt in the last game there. So good that they've been able to take this early control here. You know, it's not so back and forth like the first game. UON, though, it's now their challenge to bring it back.
Ultraviolet to the backboard. Tries to make the touch to the corner and does, but at that same token, Eminence already there. Aptix already stealing boosts underneath. Yeah, that was a very decisive UON. Very aggressive for both Eminence and Aptix, but realistically, that was insane out of Eminence, and that's the goal of the day so far.
Definitely want to see that one in the highlight reel, that's for sure, tying things up 1 apiece. Now looking to send it up even deeper as the ball will go down. Oh, Mac! What a comeback!
It really feels like the goal scoring floodgates have opened up. We've had on field time. I believe we've had there was 2 at the end, 3 so far. So that's 5 goals in the past 2 minutes of playtime. This is getting a little bit ridiculous now. Remember how we went so long without any goals being scored, Matsy? It's been the complete opposite since. Somebody's got to kind of calm this one down, and I would normally expect UON to be that team, but because they're playing from behind, I don't know. We'll see. Aptix just saved a goal right there.
Saving it through for now. See if they can get something over the top of this one. Jacko trying to push up, get the pass offside there. The teammates are already prepared to make a commotion here. Ultraviolet does keep it upfield and now can force it back to Mac. But they aren't really able to string it together too positively here. And the opening! Oh my goodness!
Okay, the near own goal was almost the cherry on top on that one. Still, they get out of that. And now Bud will look to set something up. They'll get bumped off the play. That demo, it threw the shot off course. I don't know. That feels like this should be a tie game right now. I don't know how it isn't. QUT gets away with one right there.
We'll be able to get away with it for now, but there's still more hard work to be put in here, Max. It's Jacko and Co. Take it slow. Ultraviolet are playing upfield here. They'll be able to shield themselves from this. Mac gets first there, and it'll be well versed in their offensive operations. Max on the counter-attack.
Here we go. What's Jacko got? Gonna let this ball drop. Avoids one. Can't get it past Eminence. But that's okay. Eminence will take this one up and around the corner. Pinch off the roof. Mac collects what they can. 50. Ooh, got a little bit awkward, but Mac's recovery that little bit better. Setting up Jacko to the backboard. It's still not in.
Still not in this time. Maybe they can find it in the next portion here. Jacko is ready to pick this up. The pass could be big here, but it's not going to be able to take flight, as they will be able. Let's keep it away from UON there. Keep it out of the goal. Stroll on. Stroll through.
Getting passed down, and now it could be finding its way into the goal. Aptix is going to be the one who clears it back. Still Ultraviolet wants pressure. Eminence from underneath. He'll try to chase it up and lets the ball get away from him. A demo might open up the door for somebody. It's not going to be for Aptix. Instead, it's going to be for Mac as Bud takes it to the roof. Underneath, Ultraviolet and Jacko. What have they got? Not much. To the backward we go. Jacko again will clear it out, but you can see the UON sides trying to bring the pressure. Aptix lets the ball get behind him, but then Jacko throws it forward, finds a bump, opens up the middle of the field, so we should see the clear, but they don't take it. What is QUT doing?
Too much. Or not enough. It's all going to be down to this one, Max. As Bud tries to bring it back, but I mean, yeah, this is all over the place.
Oh, and this is actually dangerous right now. Jack has to find the gap in the midfield. Can't quite do it, but they follow it up, and there you go. There's the breathing room that QUT needed. They should be able to control the game from here. 30 seconds left. If they play without unforced errors, QUT wins the game from this position.
Should be able to prime up to it. Gonna stick a 2 for now. Big kid upfield there, Aptics. Playing firmly, Mac. One and the same.
Oh.
Ooh, trying to pack it through, but it just ain't happening. The ball's staying low. Jacko gets the flow. Oh! That would have been. That would have been. But alas, they still take the win. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
That was over.
What? The ball has to hit the ground for the game to end. I don't know what it looked like on your screen, but on my screen, that ball was not touching the ground, and it was completely in the net. I don't know. Whatever. We play on. It doesn't change the end result when it's said and done. QUT still gets that win, and they're now on match point.
Yeah, well done to them. Well played, and they're going to be well poised to keep control of this series here and stroll ahead into something even grander. So, very impressed with how they've been able to hold it together onto this one, Max. And they keep up like this, it could be over and out in a flash. The pressure's on UON Team A here.
Yeah, I would not be expecting this one to be a 3-0. And realistically, too, if you were to like put together the highlights, I feel like Eminence has created most of them as well. This is too evenly matched to be a 3-0, yet here we are, UON back against the wall. They can bring out of this one. At that same token, though, I have to admit, Mac is playing some of the best Rocket League I have seen him play as an individual in a very long time, if not ever. Mac has been on a tear so far these first 2 games, and if that form continues as well, it's less likely we see the comeback. Mac even knocking Ultraviolet out of the way just to make saves.
Good to Omega same here, and good. Try and shade their way through this one. Take it slow, take it easy. But it's never meant to be easy. It's Mac. Holds back now. Tries to push it up. I like the control taken by Eminence here. They can play off their teammates.
That you know, never meant to be easy. I want to go on that thread a little bit right here. What's your take? If you're a competitor, do you want like the easy road against, you know, teams you know you can beat, or the harder road taking out the bigger challenges?
I feel like you'd want the harder road, to be honest, because otherwise you're just going to be bored.
Okay, am I the only one who takes the easy road because I want to win? I always get more people say the hard road than the easy road. I'm like, nah, give me my badge. I want to win.
But it's more satisfying when you know that you've worked for it, right? When you know you've had to go through those blood, sweat, and tears and just grind those gears.
I worked hard to get the high seed for the easier matches. That's how I see it. Here we go. Shots towards the net, but still not in.
Not in this time. Could be primed up, though. Good push back. And Mac to play off Jacko. Oh, no! Slips through the cracks. Oh! They managed to evacuate the ball. I can't believe this.
Oh, the first shot should have been in. The second save was incredible. Can't do much against that. But realistically, UON's going to be kicking themselves that they don't score on that opportunity. We remain scoreless. QT not really in position to punish, but shades of game 1, I suppose, with some of these saves.
We are good with that, and maybe good for more in a second here. All up top. Jacko. Getting it down, though. Looks to play around it. They're still in control somehow. Strolling ahead. They're still keeping it upfield. Jacko, the human shield. And Ultraviolet almost yields a big hit there.
Yeah, that was always going to be tough, though, with 2 defenders. It just couldn't quite get the power they needed for the cross-goal shot. That said, the pressure is still coming, and you can see UON, they were all on that back foot. I actually liked the decision initially from QUT to pull back and kind of draw the defenders out, but then there was an awkward touch in the midfield, so they gave up a lot more than they intended. Now, on the counter, shots on, Bud's in trouble. Oh, teammates bump each other, and that stops QUT from getting the goal. QUT starting to look a little sloppy, I'm not going to lie, here in Game 3.
Yeah, it looks like they're coming unraveled at the moment, which could benefit UON Team A. I mean, you'd said, you know, there's no way this could be 3-0, and you might actually be onto something there. They just have to find it in themselves now to lock something down, because neither side has been able to find an opening. It's almost an impenetrable defense on both sides.
Yeah, we will see. Jacko just unable to get out of their own back half. I mean, I will say this right now. UON has looked like the better team so far in Game 3. But they just haven't been able to seal the deal, and unfortunately, there's still one unfortunate moment away from losing this game. Had any QUT member been midfield, that could have been series over. Instead, we keep playing on. Passes forward. Jacko can't turn it into a shot.
On and on we'll go. Let's see if they can push through the wasteland. Almost taking the wasteland there. Demo. Just in motion, we'll be able to clear the commotion. A good position from Mac. Jacko playing off it. What a shot.
Ooh, what a save. Eminence able to get back just in the nick of time. They had to burn all their boost for it, though. And I would like to see QT try to shorten the field right now. Almost forcing the own goal. Mac does get in the defense's way, but you can't really do much with that. Midfield boost collected by Ultraviolet, but again, can't do much with that. QT's just been a little bit too slow on the regular to really get a sustained advantage, and now 20 seconds remaining. Last attack's going to come from Eminence right here. Mac has the first save. Who's in the corner? It's Bud. They're going to try to center it for the third striker, but a cross-up keeps AOC off balance. Mac, I think you let that ride. Instead, you get an Ultraviolet's way. 7 seconds to go. QUT, they're panicking, but they are going to get the clear with Jacko here. No way. Ooh.
Oh. Somehow, some way, it's still in play. Ball hasn't hit the floor. No OT, no worries. It's going to go OT eventually, though. There were more seconds that could have gone somewhere entirely different. Speaking of, the ball goes through, but it will be blocked off on the corner.
It was just not accurate or fast enough. A bit unfortunate right there for UN. That would have just been so much pressure alleviated. Aptix misses. Okay, Bud's there to follow it up, and no one on QUT had boost to punish. This is what I mean. QT has just been a little bit sluggish, it feels like, all game long. Now Mac has a chance, though. They want to slow it down. Aptix has it red. Jacko needs a good touch and finds it. Oh, but doesn't get the second. Free clear for Bud. Demo midfield. Power play favors QUT. Ultraviolet can't get that next play on the ball. The rest of the attack is further back. UON is being given so many lifelines in this OT already.
Lifeline, they're trying to get the soul back in their play here. Very dangerous. And they will be able to evacuate it temporarily, but Mac's not done. Well, Bud isn't either. They push it upfield. Here's their attempt.
Well, that's a bad pass. Woo! Ultraviolet. I don't know how you got there in time. That was a terrible touch by the defense. Eminence still making defenders miss, but again, everyone's a little bit too nervous to follow it up. Bud gets beat. Aptix has to go sidewall, but Mac and Ultraviolet are there to challenge. You don't want to double commit now. Mac will recover. Barely gets it away from Eminence. Jack now has to try and beat Bud. Does. Can he get to the ball again? Yes. Now here comes QUT, or do they? They're too far back again. Everybody is just that little bit too far back to follow up on the opportunities being created. Until now, Mac doesn't get the dunk.
Yeah, not this time around, mate. It will be. Holding back for the second. Big hitter from Jacko, trying to lock it down on a pass there. No, no.
Yep.
Not yet. There it is.
That you saw it coming right there when the second defender moved forward. That attempt by Eminence, it was over. If Eminence missing the ball, unfortunately, was enough to leave the net open, and yeah, like that is a heartbreaking for UON. I think UON played the better game in Game 3. I genuinely do, but unfortunately, they just couldn't get that goal, couldn't cross that line. QUT gets it done. What a strange 3-0 sweep. That did not feel like a 3-0 sweep, Matt.
It didn't, because of how back and forth it was the whole time. It wasn't like it was a consistently scoring game across both sides there. Like, it was well drawn out. They had to fight through tooth and nail to actually get something from it. So, well done. You know, I think it's a well-earned victory, but man, I really feel for the UON side there.
I feel it for it as well. That's going to be a frustrating loss, but I am sure they will bounce back. So far, I have to admit, the 3 series we've had today, they have been quality. Like, I don't know about you, man, but this has been one of the better Elite Series weeks we've had so far. We still have one more game.
Yeah, absolute cinema all the way through, and there's more good stuff coming around the corner right here, everybody. Stay tuned. We got a next one on the way. with AEL University Elite Series Rocket League. Let's go, Max. We're back. And these games are absolute fire. And speaking of games, we got one right here. It's Adelaide University versus the Monash Ballers.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this one as well because we're finally getting Morse on the Elite Series stream. Been waiting for this one. Another RLCS vet, a long-time vet. I don't want to say retired because I'm pretty sure he's still competing, or at least was this year. We'll wait and see what 2027 has to hold for him. But yeah, another long-time mainstay in the scene, making their way to the Elite Series against Fergo and co. on the baller side. This is going to be fun.
This is going to be really fun as we are going to see how these teams get it done in just a second here, Max. And, you know, thinking of a series like this one, do you expect it to be close? Do you think it might be a more one-sided affair here? What's your thoughts?
Boy, I feel it. I don't want to bank against on the Morse side. I'm kind of leaning heavy on Adelaide right now, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Fergo can throw down there with the best of them as well. NK has had strong performances on stream. It's going to be tough either way.
I think it's going to be really tough as we get to see where all the tough guys are on the pitch right now. We are going to be jumping straight to action. Here we go. Let's get down to business. And here it is. Ball already flowing to the Monash side of the pitch here. And Adelaide are ready to try and match it. But I like the slow approach here from Zero IQ.
Yeah, we'll see how this will play out. Nothing too aggressive from either team, at least initially. Although, once the teams get settled, I do like what Monash is doing. In fact, that's just a shot from Nick. There you go. 1-0 lead. Midfield strike right on target.
Right on target. They lock it in and are going to be happy with that. The Ballers will be able to spin their way in. So, we are on to another kickoff now, and we are going to see the ball go straight back. CSJ, luckily, swings it back as well. Playing off the wall, though. Good position for Fergo.
Fergo's going to try to create some space midfield. That's what I'd like to see. I guess this blue side start to bring it back up the other way. Anon's first touch will get it more towards the backboard, yet here comes Morse through the corner. Good setup, but CSJ just did not have the height, actually, to get to Nick. So now comes a counterattack back on the other side. Morse as the third man is going to get forward. Was looking for the pass to CSJ. They don't quite connect. And through this first minute, this is an interesting one right now because I feel like there's been some strong touches on the blue side, but without the follow-up, and that's going to have to change as both teams settle. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there it is. You want to change, Max? Well, change came to you, as it will be right here, right now. So one apiece on the board. Well done from Anon to get it done. And now we move onwards to yet another kickoff.
I mean, that was a proper team.
Yeah, that's true.
That one was a proper team effort because Morse had that setup, which put Zero IQ Nick in the awkward position, and then Anon has the confidence to follow that one up. So really well done for them to all come through as we're going to watch Anon on that backward. Not really find too much Fergo, throwing it across CSJ, doing what they can. Anon up to Morse, and this is where Morse is dangerous. Morse's passes are so good. And I'm just waiting for the other teammates to kind of be in that position to follow them up a little bit more consistently because, yeah, he's been on point so far in this series. That's a great waterfall, and I just can't get there to finish.
Yeah, not yet. At least might get a chance out later in the piece. There he is. Ready for that one. Taking it a bit slower now, though. Gives him plenty of time to react here. Thinking, not going to react to that one. More, so bringing in a coded message.
I was initially surprised, actually, Anon didn't try to bang that one up into the corner when you saw the double commit from the defenders. However, by playing it slow and not being pressed by that third defender, it bought Morse the time to be able to find the boost and rotate back around. So, yeah, out big-brained me on that goal. Well done, Anon. Well done to the AU side. I mean, Adelaide, they started off a little bit slow, but now we're starting to see them hit their stride. Demos midfield. Adelaide's starting to look like a very complete team.
Yeah, looking good, looking confident, and maybe even more. Oh, yeah, Max. What a shot.
Beautiful. And now they're connecting on their passes a little cleaner. CSJ, no boost, by the way. Full faith they would get there. Well done. 3-1 lead. And yeah, AU. This is why I was kind of leaning on them to probably be the stronger team. At least they have been in that. After that first minute, things were sketchy, but now they look settled as, oh, okay, well, never mind. Rux is going to score too.
Yeah, settled the kettle onto that one. It will be a 3-2, nice and quick. So great that they're able to find that opening at the critical time there. Now pushes it back to a 1-goal game. It's a game of this one, just over 2.5 minutes. And now we have to look to lock it down, lock it in all over again. And the Monash Ballers would have a chance to advance, but no. It will be Adelaide taking away a 2-goal gap again.
I don't know where Fergo was going. As the third man, that was bizarre. Fair enough. AU will take the freebie, and we'll see how, you know, the response will play out. That goal wasn't as exciting as the others, unfortunately. I want to go back to the clips, please. Can we go back to the fun clips? Like one right here. Morse looking for the bump or demo on NK. Not going to find it. Instead, it's going to be the shot from CSJ, who nearly brute forces it in.
Nearly able to get it done here. They're going to take it easy for a second. To push more over the top, and Nick there. Ready, trying to tick that box. Not going to happen, though. They're going to be ascended past by Morse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened between the first minute and the next two, but AU has switched on and now are looking like a scary team. This is 5 goals in just over 3 minutes. Game 1 in the series, so they're not even fully in it yet. And they're just connecting on the passes. They're connecting on everything. It's after being so sluggish to it, they're just on point. So I think we take that first minute, throw it in the bin. All right, that is not the AU team that we're going to be seeing today. We are going to be seeing this well-oiled machine. And if you are on Monash, you better look out.
Yeah, watch out, watch out, watch out. Otherwise, you're going to be in a bit of trouble, aren't you? So eager to see what else we are going to be able to cook up out of this one. Ball goes forward, will be quickly drawn out. Rux going to tuck it in though, good to play off their teammate. Morse cleans it. Virgo pushes it aside, give them a bit of control here, but I mean, time is not on their side here, Max.
No, time is a little bit spooky. 3 goals in 1 minute. Typically does not happen in Rocket League. Ooh, NK and Morse almost in a Rule 1. Not sure who broke it. We'll get back to you on that one. Fergo, though, when given space, still can score goals and keeps this one somewhat within range.
Yeah, great stuff coming out from them there. They're going to be happy with that outcome, and it will be looking for more where that came from. As we jump in to the next kickoff here. Oh, good demo. That actually stopped any kind of traction they could have had there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely was an awkward one. Wasn't fully capitalized on the attack, but that's all right. Realistically, you're just playing for time right now if you're AU. And I think they will be doing enough. Oh, that's going to waterfall in a dangerous spot. Fortunately, NK was there, but with the pass across the Anon, with the shot on, that's going to seal game number 1. Goes Adelaide's way.
Goes their way without a doubt here. They just keep finding these decisive shots time and time again, Max, and it's just devastation being laid in place here.
Yeah, this is a brutal game number 1, but here's the good news. If you are kind of pulling for the Monash side right now, they still found 3 goals, and they found those goals with not much attacking pressure. That almost was a 4th. So they can definitely score. The offense has not been the issue for either teams, quite obviously. I don't think every game this series is going to play out just like this one, but I got to give my credit where it's due. AU, great turnaround, great finish. This team looks very scary and strong, and that's exactly what you're hoping to see if you are a fan of the Adelaide side.
Yeah, if you're a fan, then you're certainly going to be happy to see them on top of this one. Obviously, still more work that needs to be put in, you know. Still got to lock it down a little bit. But a great way to kick off with a bit of momentum behind them. See if they can keep that up, heading a fourth deeper into the series, though, Max, you know, as they've still got to try and figure out a way of how to win these next two games if they want to take it in a clean one. But I don't know if it's going to end up that way. I know
something kind of cool.
Tell me. I'm ready.
That was one of the... I don't really remember off the top of my head the last time I saw a game where every single player scored a goal. All 6 players got a goal that game. That's actually pretty cool. So hats off to everybody getting on the scoreboard. Well done. We'll see if that continues into game number 2. I somehow doubt that, but I mean, it kind of shows again how strong the offenses were that game, and maybe how too much emphasis could have been put on the offenses that last game.
Yeah, too much. But wait, we're going to be clutching it up into the next battle now. Big hit. Oh, will be locked away. That was a close one, man.
A rare Morse miss, possibly. Unfortunately, I couldn't see behind, so I don't know if that was actually a backboard pass to a midfielder coming forward, but judging by the follow-up and where things were, I think that was just unfortunately a little bit too tight of a shot. So, again, not the most ideal start for Adelaide, but obviously we're still early days in this one, as that one's going to come around. Anon gets a nice play through. Going to take it all the way from one corner to the other, tries to stay behind it, looks for the bump, doesn't find it. CSJ puts it post, and then it goes in.
All post, no worries. They're going to be happy to lock that one down in a good timing there. They will be able to follow themselves up. So, well done to them. Now we look to spin something further into fruition here, Max. As they will be launching their attack forth now. Good hit, and on, ready. Play into the big boost there, maybe pass off to teammate, not going to happen though.
And the elusive triple doink right there, which it's not every day you see it, but you know, when you do, it's fun to watch. And usually the triple doink doesn't result in a goal either. So a couple of very fortunate moments for Adelaide. As we look to play backboard, Fergo should have the touch. I'm a little bit worried on the boost situation. At least I was until I saw NK edging forward, and it's just stealing boost away from their opponents. That actually could set up a sustained attack, assuming NK could get behind the ball, and they couldn't. So unfortunate there for the team in orange. They're gonna have to reload, try again. They start with the midfield shot. That gets Morse to commit. Fergo did shorten the field, wants to play through the corner. Aggressive attack from Rux, and we got a tie game.
Oh yeah, tied up, and that's exactly what you want to see. A very competitive bout, and maybe more where that came from. All eyes are front and center into this one as we look to take to center field on the kickoff all over again. And no one getting on top of it. Fergo, though, has a bit of good traction. Trying to traverse it, not going to happen. Good epic save for CSJ, but they ain't done yet. They're trying again.
Gonna get something through the corner, maybe. CSJ. Oh, weird angle. Fair enough. Gives NK the free touch. Can't do too much with it. Fergo as well is going to get jammed up midfield and on all the way back at net. Morse is going to be the one to challenge. It was a very long air dribble where not a lot happened right there, and no one was able to set up fast. This is weird. Weird play. I think everyone's so keyed in on trying to steal boost or establish their own boost that we had a brief moment where no one even played the ball. Now here comes a shot. It should be a goal. Morse has the save, and Anon has the clear.
Oh my days. Certainly a close one there. Rux might be able to follow it up, though. Trying their best to play off it. Still going to be close by, and On will be able to clear it out. So, not going to happen yet. CSJ, one of the same. Pass the parcel onto this one. Rux trying to tame it. Who get a bit wrapped up in their teammate there, so we're going to have some issues, but at least it's a good clearance for Adelaide.
It was a good job. Gets that ball to midfield. CSJ now versus Rux. Oh, goes underneath, but didn't have the reset, so had to go for the ground pinch instead. Didn't really work out. That's all right. Morse now has a free touch on the ball. Lined up going corner with it instead, and I like the pass back, but again, team not really ready for it, and I'm starting to see those same hesitations, maybe. We saw in game one, a little bit awkward, but that's okay. Rux Oh, that's a mistake. That's a big mistake, but where is the shot again? The hesitation off the mistake just leaves what should have been an open net left wanting.
Left wanting, waiting for more over here, and Morse looks to gear on up, use as much boost as they can within reason. Limited resources, you got to calculate it. It will at least be able to get control back in the midfield here, but it doesn't shield them forever. Nick gonna be pushed aside and not looking to tame it, but not yet.
Oh, I don't know how that one doesn't go in, but that's okay. We're gonna watch what Rux can do. They get demoed. Nick avoids Morse. Anon plays it up through the corner. Now tries to get underneath. Do we see the shot? No. Instead we see a pass, but yeah, too much traffic really for that to be successful. Fergo does his job, and Rux is able to follow it up. Here we go. This could be an attacking opportunity, actually, for the Monash side. Although that bump may have just ruined it right there. Well played by CSJ. Fergo still gets there. However, yeah, it's nothing really able to follow it up.
Yeah, not able to follow it up this time. CSJ go! Locks it in with a follow-up. That's the lead taken right at the edge of the boundary.
I am actually surprised NK wasn't able to get there. They kept driving straight. I think they have it, but they tried to flip, accidentally backflipped, and unfortunately that just left the door open that little bit enough for the 2-1 lead. 13 seconds to go. Kickoff goes in favor of AU as well. Maybe one more chance with that miss. Hold on. Anon has to try to really do a good job here. Never mind. Morse got there. No boost, no matter. They lock it down. One last shot towards the net. Put it away. 3-1. That's going to be game number 2.
Game done and dusted there, and now placing them on a 2-series point. Cannot believe what we're witnessing here, Max. You know, they've got a second, and that second is going to run its course pretty darn quick, I'd say. So, should be over and out in a second, unless something crazy happens.
1 second. That 1 second lasted about
step
8.
For man. Yep. That's going to be that. Well done to Adelaide.
All right. What would you rather? Because this is tough. I think I know what the answer is, but I'm still going to put it out there anyways.
Yep.
Your 20-minute overtime?
That one.
Or, I'll be a little bit generous, 5 minutes of 0-second play. So 5 minutes of the ball not touching the ground as the game ends.
20-minute OT.
Wow. All right. One is actually impressive. The other is probably the opposite.
Hey, man. I've got an acquired taste, all right? I'm ready for it. I'm hungry for 20-minute OT. It needs to happen. It's our time.
Really? I don't think it needs to happen tonight.
Oh, yes. It needs to happen. Tonight.
Oh, boy. Well, right now, I think what's the more likely thing to happen is Adelaide possibly locking this series down. I know that this one has had its close moments for Sir, and I've been actually a real fan of Rux in particular on the orange side whenever they happen to get aggressive. But overall, I do feel like Adelaide is still that more complete team right now. And when they start connecting on some of these pass plays, I just don't see Monash having the answer.
Yeah, it's a real tough one for them, isn't it? You know, I don't know if they're going to have the answer either. Like, they're giving it their best there, but it's a rough one. Regardless.
No cheats. No, there's no, like, you can't cheat on this exam.
No.
Yep, no.
You know? It's not like
up, down, left, right, A, B. Oh, no, that's not it at all. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've actually forgotten the code.
I'm trying to think of it as well now.
Oh, I used to have it memorized, but I think my gamer credential just took a hit. My boomer gamer credential just took a hit. I don't even think
rusty.
People. Yeah, the Zoomers wouldn't know what I'm talking about, but that's okay.
I know what I'm talking about.
Because you're a boomer like me. You're old.
Oh, no. Isn't it up, down, left, right, A, B, start?
That sounds right. That sounds close. I think
the code, right? The legendary code.
Yeah, the code. The secret code.
Yeah. We love the secret.
Well, we should be, I don't know if we're testing lobby or if this is running live right now, but we should be able to get back in the game. Yeah, true. We got We gotta do our tests as we jump in. I believe it's easy enough for me to check right now. This is live. This is the game. This is it for all of the marbles. Should AU win?
That's it. And we're gonna be jumping in right now, everybody. Force and Co. I'm gonna start the show strong. Rock's already displaced here. Anon. Good rotation back at CSJ, keeping it in play for now. Morse is able to pick it up, but now it's on to Anon. Oh, they've gotten past.
Oh.
This could be. It is Monash. They get it done.
Yeah, it's going to be an NK goal right there. As good job from Fergo to find the pass despite two defenders all over them. And if you can get it out in the 2v1 in a favorable position, more often than not, you're going to have a scoring opportunity. This time they convert it. 1-0 lead. First time all series, actually, we've seen this orange side with the lead. And I didn't like that turn from CSJ. I thought there was a chance for the kickoff goal there.
Could be a big chance into the next one instead. You know, they're just limit testing right now. But for the moment, it's Nick trying to work this one through. Good bounce back from Anon there. CSJ now forced to take action here. They slow their road.
All right, question. Are you able to limit test conservative playstyles? Like, how safe can we be?
Oh, we can be real safe.
Well, that's what I mean, but are you really testing limits then?
You're testing barriers.
Yeah. So I'd say it's more barrier testing, I guess, from the blue side at the start. And you know what? The barrier's already been broken once, so I don't really like it. I'd rather see the aggressive testing. I'd rather see the proper limit testing right now. As we are going to watch Anon look to come through that corner. Rux, ooh, swings and misses. Second defender kind of misses as well. But Anon gets a bump. This will be an open net. However, again, the attack was too slow in getting there. The bump wasn't found. Yeah, AU, they're looking sluggish right now. And in comparison, I just say this Monash team, they're looking fast. They're looking hot. And I know they've got the 1-goal lead. And 2 minutes of this game has already come and gone.
And it's working out wonderfully for the Monash Ballers here. You know, they've already got a lead. All they need to do at this point is hold on to it or further it. That's the best course of action. But Adelaide, they need to match them here in quick smart. See if they can manage to take aim towards something of that nature, because Monash Ballers, they're keeping up the momentum here.
Oh, that was awkward clear. Yeah, Monash is going to take advantage of that. Here we go off the backboard. Anon's going to have to make a big play. Can't do it. NK 2-0 lead.
And they do it all over again. So going to be happy to get 2 on the board now for the Monash Ballers. And Adelaide just left trying to call for something.
Yeah, that was a little bit awkward, but that's okay. They'll still get more chances, I believe, as this one continues through. Anon going to pop it up. Going to take it to the backboard. Do we see the spike down? Not this time, Rux. Each held up high. Morse wants to be the next challenger. A little bit with it. So too does CSJ. Oh, it's open with the demo, but there's no one there to put it in. How many times tonight are we going to see situations where the attacking team does all the work except for having a striker there to finish the play?
More often than not. We might see it all over again. This could be an opportunity here. Bounce over the top. A good clearance from Fergo, but they're not done yet. Bounce to the ceiling. Ready to try and steal it away. But Monash Ballers are keeping this one in play for themselves here.
And that they are. CSJ has Anon underneath. Will they connect? Oh, they will not. NK able to get in the way. NK, this game in particular, has been just the thorn in the side of AU. It's been a great performance from NK, I think, throughout the series, but now we're actually starting to see that sort of more aggressive positioning, the needle in the side strategy being more and more effective. Ooh, a reset. Could have been a goal. Morse was there for the save, but now here comes the pressure. CSJ needs more than a clear. They need a pass. They need a teammate to follow it up, and well, Anon was almost that guy. Just couldn't get the touch off of Fergo. Morse, however, can. Yet Rux is there to shut it down. Minute 13 to go, and I'm believing more and more we're going to see a game 4.
Ooh, I'd be keen for that. I'd be very keen for that if we do get to see a game 4. Say no more. That's all I can say to that one. But good shots coming over the top here. Be able to lock something else in as well. So they take it easy for a second. Rux trying their best to tuck into this one. Big hit. Surely, no!
Oh, no!
The bar! It's okay, though.
Yeah, they got it across, so that's going to be a 1-2 game. Watch this one again. CSJ posts it. Morse there to follow it up. Turns that into the goal, so it's going to be 2-1 lead now. 42 seconds. What does AU have? Can they take this to the overtime? Demo off the kickoff looks promising. Swing and a miss from Fergo as well. That's one defender back. But that one defender is Rux, who has been a solid third man, and they get the clear they're looking for. Morse's bump opens the door for Anon. Can they take it to the house? They're trying to go midfield, and again, it's defenders getting in the way, shutting down the passes.
Yeah, doing their job oh so effectively here. Anon trying their best to play off there, so it could be a pickup from Morse. No. They set sail to another course here. Anon rotating back. Big boost acquired. They need to play very aggressive here. Try and pop it down. CSJ, keep it in play.
Maybe.
Opening. Oh, there's still time though, Max. But no, it's over. It's out. Monash Ballers back on track.
And the Ballers are going to get that win. Much needed win off of the hot NK start. So 2-1 now. Ballers, that's a good way to turn it. But again, if you go to the second half of that game, it really felt like AU was turning the momentum back in their favor. So obviously reverse sweeps are difficult and the job is far from being over. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel if Adelaide continues playing the way how they finished that last game, they still should be in control.
Yeah, I mean, you'd expect as much, wouldn't you? But things just happen to go one way or another. Very excited to see if Adelaide will be able to bounce back for that matter, but also if Monash can continue with the momentum they've now gained for themselves. We jump straight back into game. Virgo already big hit upfield there. Going to be blocked off by Anon though. CSJ ready to play. Won't need them yet. Maybe in a second.
Ooh.
Here we go. It's just defense after defense, Max.
Yeah, CSJ just played the patient game so well right there to find that save. Pressure's still coming, though. They're not out of the woods yet. Virgo, again, finding the midfield boost. It's the midfield boost right now that has gotten out of AU's control. That's an awkward miss from Rux, and that gives Anon the space required to clear it out.
And it could be more around this one. Or Morse pushes it up there. Good demo, play off their teammates. CSJ ready. Trying to wall it. Virgo now, though, has the control in their favor. They're going for a big delivery downfield.
Trying to create something. You know, the challenge, this one won by Morse, but it falls right into the lap of CSJ, who will get the midfield boost, who will try to take it around the corner. Morse is waiting, now off the roof, but just can't quite get to the ball for that next touch. So we go back to the other side. Ruck shot, easily shut down and lands again in Morse's lap. This is AU fighting to get midfield control back, and they are winding up more successful than not. What placement. CSJ 1-0 lead.
1-0 lead, and Adelaide are back on track here. So are going to be very happy with that outcome. If you're an Adelaide fan there, 3 minutes 40 to go though. Things could still change very, very quickly. We'll see if that is going to be the case now as Morse holds it down the back here, looking to bring it right back up front.
They want to go all the way to the net, but they're not going to be able to on that initial approach. Now CSJ pops up another one, caught by Virgo. Anon and Morse can make the play from underneath. Anon was the first one there. Morse is just waiting for their chance to go forward. And now once Rux gets the ball, it's too little too late. They get over one. They should get past the second as well. Rux wants to go the distance, but they can't find the bump. Shot still going to come. Morse is back there for the save. Doesn't get the pinch though. But with too many bodies in the way, it doesn't look like Monash is able to find the goal just yet.
Yeah, not this time. Have to play a more patient game here, don't they? They are going to be sticking it back for the moment. Looking to wait things out, draw through CSJ with clearance, but Rux won't allow them to keep control. They want to run amok. Virgo will be the one to do it.
Here comes Virgo around the corner. Morse there waiting. Stays underneath it. Ball up for grabs. Rux Not going to get the chances. That's going to be left for NK. Then Rux takes a shot, but again, the save comes through. Morse has now been able to rotate back. Will get a free touch, so they go underneath Fergo. But yeah, too many defenders couldn't get that one centered. CSJ able to follow it up, but Rux now midfield control well and truly on that Monash side. What can they do with it? Oh, they don't want to push for the midfield boost, Fergo. Instead, they go back to their own end. They give up the middle of the field. Now the team with the lead is on the attack, but they're bumping into each other, Matsy. They're looking sloppy. And again, Monash will have an opportunity. No shot. Double commit by the defense, but where's the next member? They're too little too late. NK puts it high. Fergo goes underneath, and we're tied 1-1.
Oh, yeah. Tied up 1 apiece. And I'm keen to see more where that came from as we are going to jump straight into this next kickoff here, and we're stepping it up in a high gear. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Somebody's got to lock one in to get the lead. Otherwise, we go to the sacred place, the OT place. But no questions about that just yet. CSJ is the one with eyes front and center.
Good setup. To the backboard, still not in until Morse gets there, stays not in. As Rux was able to find their way underneath it, Fergo's going to get that clear. Anon will go back corner, but here comes the attack again. This orange side, they needed to control the middle of the field. They actually kind of let that one fall. A little bit surprised by the fact that no one even attempted a midfield touch, at least from what I saw. As you can see on the opposite end, there were challenges, maybe too many. This should be... Well, it could have been a threatening touch. Instead, it comes back up the other way, and we're just playing a bit of ping pong right now. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, back and forth, the pendulum swings just like the ball, going from a field pitch side there to side, and looking to glide ahead. It's a non, waiting for their moment. Morse taking aim at it, might actually get overwhelmed though, but no, the ball will eventually escape.
That ball eventually finds its way a bit more middle field. Shots on, and it's in. Oh, the defense. They got a little slack right there. Morse just stuck on the backboard. They try to commit to it, but too slow, and that's going to do it. 2-1 lead, less than a minute to go. The reverse sweep for the first time this series feels like it's well and truly on.
Could be on, could be underway here. Adelaide need to lock in, otherwise they're going to get locked out into a game 5. It's time to dive into it. Oh my goodness. Could have been all over again. Demo over the top there. CSJ trying to play around it, but Monash ballers, they don't let up.
No, they don't. They keep them just pinned down as much as they can. Still 28 seconds to go. CSJ looking for Anon, but instead it was NK who got there first. Morse is still going to try to keep that ball in front of the net. Fergo, though, with the defensive play off the backboard, might be able to lock this one down. Anon needs to win the 50 and does. Able to follow it up underneath as well. Hold on, 12 seconds. This is their chance. They go for the bump. They lose the ball. CSJ wanted Morse. They go center, but Morse was on the corridor, and that could be the loss of possession that does it. Matsy, I think we're going to Champions Field.
Oh my goodness. We might just be going. They're still trying, but no! No timing in their favor, Max. We are going the distance. Game 5. Dive in. Dig in. This is where it's at.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. A chance for a reverse sweep right now. Monash bringing it back, and you have to say they've been the more opportunistic team. They've been the one pulling the trigger, and they've just been generally playing a bit faster these last couple games than Adelaide has been, and the results really showing for themselves. Rux, again, as that third member, I know they didn't lead the team in saves, but it felt like they've been leading the team in defensive effort throughout the majority of this series. And them switching on these past couple games, I feel has been the difference. NK's been consistent throughout. Fergo has had up and down moments, more up moments than down, but it's been Rux switching on these past couple games that is really helping keeping Monash up and above.
Yeah, you know, they've activated, haven't they? They've really been able to find their footing into these last couple of games here, and it's great to see them step up to the plate when it mattered the most, and now, as a result, they've managed to sweep it all the way back towards a game 5. You know, earlier into the series, you wouldn't have even thought that this would be possible, but now it's more than possible.
Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to see Fergo look to play this one up and around through the backboard. Morse was momentarily there, but wasn't able to get too much out, as now they look to try to go up and around the corridor. Rux Gonna do what they can. Looking to center it down to Fergo. Touch was on, but still not in.
Not on, not in, but they will still be able to spin something further here. Rux tries to push past CSJ, stuck in the middle. Good pick up from Morse there, though. There's still more they need to do.
We go to that backboard. That's going to be a good pinch. Rux now tries to go up for it, and that's going to down the shot. So momentum sticking with the previous victors. Another great play from Rux, and yeah, 1-0 lead, less than a minute in.
Yeah, what a start there from Monash Ballers. They will be able to spin their way in. 4 minutes 22 and onwards to the kickoff here. Pushed offside and on tries to get to it first. Won't succeed though. CSJ a bit luckier. Now the ball almost slowing to a halt here. Morse can react quite quickly. They're going to be more than comfortable with it on their side of the pitch for now.
Yeah, for now is the key word. CSJ underneath, not going to get that opportunity. Then we come back to that blue side where a majority of this one has been played. Morse just lobs it down to the opposite side and is able to outpace Fergo. So you've gotten one defender miss. Now going to the opposite side, Anon goes middle. CSJ willing to commit. I'm liking the aggression from AU, but defense is just too disciplined for them, and credit where it's due. Monash putting in the work.
Work hard, work fast into this one and see if they can blast their way in as try and spin something more into proportion here. Fox and Co. will try and hold it back in the back line. Morse still trying to string it together though. CSJ can be ready to react off this one. There you go, playing off the wall. Anon trying to pick it up as well. Good pressure upfield here.
There's a lot of pressure. Fergo now. Ooh, kind of facing the wrong way. Felt the pressure from CSJ as this, could have been a good pass. Morse went for the boost though and winds up going opposite way. Can understand the thoughts behind both the players in that situation. Still a lot of time left on the clock, so you don't have that major sense of urgency just yet. However, I just wanted to see a cool pinch, man. That's all. I just want to see more cool pinches.
See if they can pinch it through now. There's still more chances for that, Max, you know. It's not done till it's done. There's demo time up front, though. Rux making it easy. CSJ trying to overwhelm here. Anon might get their chance, though. Here we go. Good push over. Rux able to react in time and cleaning it out. But, I mean, they can't get it out of their side of the field, can they?
No, they can't, and that's going to be just mounting that pressure as well. Credit where it's due. It's been a great performance from AU on this attack. They just need to finish, and they can't quite do it. There's always someone there, always that last member finding the touch, finding the save, and now finally, who else but Rux is the one to get it past the midfield line? Well, that's a miss. Wait, whoa.
Wait a minute.
That was spooky. NK can't afford to be making mistakes like that.
No, they really can't. Otherwise, they are going to be in a deep trouble. Speaking of, save coming through from Fergo. They're not going to be able to get to the hit in time. Morse not able to push it either. It's Monash Ballers getting all the trajectory onto this one. They aren't even stopping, for that matter.
No, they can't afford to. Not right now. Fergo goes for the challenge. Rux has to make a really tight cut. Fergo actually gets there. Now Rux turns it into a shot. Oh, that could have been the series. Instead, it's going to come from NK, and again, it's going to be saved. A minute 17, a goal could confirm the reverse sweep, and yet the defense holds.
Oh, it holds tall. Hold strong. Hold the line. Adelaide Uni are doing everything within their power, but it's not enough.
Oh man, that was so many shots in such a short time, but eventually it is NK who puts it away with, honestly, the most delicate touch out of all those shots put together, but a 2-goal lead, a minute 2 to go. I think that confirms the reverse sweep.
My goodness. You might just be able to lock it down here. Unless Adelaide Uni can bring it back at the last stretch, but I mean, it's looking more and more impossible by the second. Anon, focus up, look to lock it in.
Gonna try something. They're gonna try anything really. Morse shot towards the next. Rux was there. Now it's gonna be Nick trying to create something. Morse is gonna throw it down. Anon Wins that 50. Fergo awkward in the net. CSJs, though, lets the touch get away from him. Morse has to get something here, and they just can't. That's going to be it for sure. NK seals it.
Sealed the deal with that one, unless they can launch 3 absolute missile goals in 27 seconds. The likelihood is lost on me. However, we will be jumping into another kickoff here, so eager to see if Adelaide Uni can activate in this final stretch in some capacity.
Now we'll see what they're going to be able to find. Shots towards the net. Nick gets there initially. Still 15 seconds to go. Ball still bouncing. NK again. Able to get too much. Leaves it for Fergo. But with 10 seconds remaining, the job has been done. Monash will complete the reverse sweep, Matsy, and oh, that's going to sting a little bit for AU, but realistically, they were the more decisive team. They controlled the middle of the pitch, I think, for more frequently. Both of them had their goes at it, but it always felt like Monash had that speed edge, and they get the job done.
Yeah, they just managed to zoom past it, you know. I was really impressed with how they managed to regain control of the series there. Like, it looked very decisive in the beginning, but then as things started to play out, we saw which team was more well-suited towards the battle of endurance there, and it paid dividends in a big way.
Well done. Well done. So
yeah,
crazy series, a long one, tiring night, man. We had every series was a banger in its own way.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like, we had a really entertaining one, and very eager to see how things played out as we take a look at the scores for the day, everybody. We can see in this one we had UTS taken away from UONB 3-1 there. UNSW Howe, one and the same against Latrobe Uni, and one of the same Macquarie Onyx taking down 3-1 on a UQ there. A lot of 3-1s. But then we had Monash Ballers taken away from Adelaide Uni, going all the way to Game 5 there in a 3-2 endeavor.
Yeah, and a reverse sweep to boot as well. So well done to Monash. Very all over the place games. Fun night for sure, though, as we take a look at some of our other scores as well. This side a little bit more straightforward. If you're in blue, you won your match. If you're in red, you came up that little bit short. As straightforward as it can get.
That's for sure. Not as straightforward at this time around, but alas, we're going to be all happy with that. And speaking of results here, Macquarie Scarlet taking it away a 3-1 against Swinburne there. UNSW Raw, one of the same against Deakin. And it's going to be a couple of 3-0s for QUT there against UON and RMIT against Monash. So very more decisive on this side. But let's see the result of all these games.
In here, you can take a look at our standings, and two familiar faces at top right now, with QUT getting that big win over UON. They've kind of knocked them back down in that tie for third, but still two undefeateds. University of New South Wales Roar and QUT, each with 9-1 records, and eventually they're going to have to meet.
Yeah, eventually they're going to have to face off, aren't they? And it's kind of terrifying to think about what could be laying in wait there, Max, right? You know, what could the result of that series be?
New South Wales wins probably 3-0.
You're that confident?
I'm fairly confident, actually. With the way how these teams have been playing, I think New South Wales could take that one. And I know that's crazy because Deakin, the team without any wins, took a game off of Roar. Nah, I'm sticking with that, though. Roar would probably win that one 3-0.
All right. Stick it on and stick it to Group B right now. And on the other side of things, UTS on top. Macquarie Onyx following close behind there. One of the same. It's a tied game for third place between Latrobe and the Monash Ballers. So looking to find their strides there. Double fives for UNSW Hal and Adelaide there. Close, but not close enough. And down lower side, we got UONB and UQ in 7th and 8th place there. And you know what? My hope for next week coming forward, Max, is that we see UQ take away a victory.
We'll see. I think they are due for one as well. My hope, actually, as we conclude next week, is we get more teams somehow with tied individual game wins and losses. Look at the middle right there. All of them 7-7. That is very unusual for sure, but I love seeing, again, Group B is just so much closer in terms of, like, you know, the standings right now, and that best exemplifies it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Really impressed with how they've been able to hold it together, huh? How they've been able to string things into action. So solid stuff coming out from each of the teams there, and they're primed up to do great things going forward, just like our sponsors. A big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Also remember to power up your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. When you need speed, control, and zero distractions, Officeworks has got the tech. Discover gaming gear made to handle serious play.
Yeah, serious for max. That's it. And big shout out to Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. Big shout out to each and every single one of our sponsors there. You know them, you love them, and we appreciate their support. But speaking of support, if you want to support AEL, make sure you check out AU Esports League on all of our social medias there. You know, it's on X, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. Make sure you check it out and see all the highlights from our various competitions there. It's going to be great stuff. I reckon some of today's players will definitely be there soon, so look out for that. But speaking of looking out, thank you so much for looking out for our stream today. We appreciate each and every single one of you for coming along to watch these incredible teams, and we're going to be back with more action on that front, same time, same place next week. You don't want to miss it, and Max, we'll see you there.